This arc is for the villain who stays hiding the feeling that there ain't a local rapper on the level that he's killing. Rolls another blunt to get high as the ceiling. It's been top shelf since the government started dealing. This arc is for the villain who stays hiding the feeling that there ain't a local rapper on the level that he's killing. Rolls another blunt to get high as the ceiling. It's been top shelf since the government started dealing. Hey yo, what the fuck is up? It's a special Tuesday edition of the Whooshie Gang podcast. I know we usually do it on Mondays, and for anybody that missed it yesterday, I'm sorry. Sort of. I don't really care. Fucking. I had a birthday party, so obviously, I was having fun. My guests that I have on tonight, they had their first performance last night, so, obviously last night wasn't the night to do things, so that's why we're here tonight, and we're gonna have a good fucking time. So if you're not in tune, you better fucking be, because it's about to be a fucking vibe. So, with that being said, I'm going to play a song from my guest tonight, and then we're going to bring him on, and then we're going to hear all about his fucking story, and then we're going to talk about some weird news shit. We're going to get high. It's going to be great. So, check this out. Song's called Curly Capella, and apparently, from what my guest was saying, it is a diss track to some racist cunt, which is fucking great. I am all for it. So, let's check the track out. Song's called Curly Capella, and it's featuring Goliath. And it is by OmenThaKidd. Let us go. Wait. All right, I do have it on screen. Just making sure. Let's fucking go.
Bro, I swear, these niggas ain't even really about shit, bro. For real. Fuck they even talking about. Oh, shit. Yo, what up?
Yo, that nigga's trying to diss.
Oh? That nigga wants to diss.
Yeah, he been out here saying you ain't bad and all that shit, bro.
Really?
Yeah. He said you ain't got no straps or nothing. Said you ain't about it, bro.
Huh, that's funny because I'm pretty sure like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, this dude was a customer.
Yeah, bro, I remember.
This dude was a full-on junkie. Like,
he was a full customer.
Now he wants to diss me?
Pill popping ass nigga.
Okay.
Pill popping ass crackhead ass nigga.
Alrighty then. Talk shit, nigga, you all cap. Act hard, but you got no straps. Say you got a gang, nigga, where they at? Sounding like you season every time you try to rap. Talk shit, nigga, you all cap. Act hard, but you got no straps. Say you got a gang, nigga, where they at? You sounding like you season every time you try to rap. Ayy, wanna fuck with me, then roll the dice. Having your mom handle all your fights. Claim you been laced when you get too bait. My nigga, you faking a Jake. Little homie, you never move weight. Never had a QP up in your face. Never put in work, got your feelings hurt. That I don't fuck with you cause you a snake. Said you were gonna come slide on me, so I sat cleaning the strap. Loaded up and put in a magazine. Sat around wondering where you was at. My homie, he tried to go message you. You blocked him and didn't get back. Then you did the same fucking shit to me. My nigga, you cap when you rap.
This man really said he was gonna pull up and then didn't. This dude didn't even text me back. Fucking hoe ass niggas. In the words of the late great Tupac, I'm gonna let my little homies ride on you bitch made ass niggas.
Why ain't capping yellow? I'm a buster fellow. Turn you into jello. Now you a vegetable. Capping perpetual. Bitch in my DMs and she talking sexual. Better know that I've been killing the game and I'm killing you too. Cause you're chasing my fame. You can't keep up with me because we're not the same. Play with me and I'll put two through your brain. Yeah, you know that I've been going so crazy. I fuck on your lady. She wanted my baby, so I gave her my gravy. Gave it to her so deep that she calling me Hades. I got her blowing like crack back in the 80s. I know you mad, but this is what you made me do. You fucking with them and then you fucking with the whole crew. Now I'm fucking your bitch because that's how I do. Yeah, you sounding retarded. I'll make you delete the part of your rap sounding like ass. You probably done farted. I'm killing shit like Uncharted. You better re-rap and go back to where you started. Getting in your bitch's pussy, then I bombard it. Fucking with an anomaly. Nothing's ever gonna stop me. So I'm chilling with your bitch and we're playing Monopoly. And then I went and left cause she talking about astrology. And just like my money, that's gotta be a whole lot of me. Your beating us is way more rare than winning the lottery, bitch.
That was fucking heavy. I really liked that, bro.
Thank you.
Good shit. Fucking. So, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, whatever the fuck you identify as, this is the homie OmenThaKidd. How the fuck are you doing, bro? How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I'm here. I mean, I'm living, I'm breathing. All enough for me.
Fuck yeah.
More
So, Louis in the chat, hold up, I'll pop the chat up. So Louis in the chat says, love when the artists show up. Yeah, because I did the past 2 weeks I did have cancellations. So I did end up just doing, just playing people's music and whatnot, just having a good time chatting with the stream. So yes, Louis, we agree. We love when the artist actually shows up for the interview. It's all good though. The other two artists, I've already, we're already in talks to reschedule. So no, it's all love. Nothing against them. Just shit happens. But you had your first performance last night.
Yes, I did actually. It was at the Rex over in Sugar Bush, Vermont.
Okay.
Over there, local legends. I was performing with a big homie Wes, and that was pretty cool. I got to link up with them, and they told me to mess with me, so it got me feeling pretty good.
Fuck yeah, that's what's up, dude. See, it's really dope to get fucking especially when you're just especially for like your first show. It's really dope to be able to get the local legends being like, "Oh, okay, this is the new blood. That's what's up. Like you're killing it." You know what I mean? That's always I've always felt like that. You know what I mean? So that's what's up.
Yes.
Oh, we got Green Mountain Mob Records in the chat.
My little group.
Oh, that's your little group.
Well, different crews, but we're like one big mega crew. We're all working together.
Oh, good, like a big conglomerate.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's what's up. Well, big shout outs to Green Mountain Mob Records. What were you saying? My bad.
We're all, for example, like I'm in this one group, my first ever group, FLT, and we got some people that are in and out in like Kentucky, and then in New Hampshire, and then that, so kind of that.
Shit. Oh, so it's like a nationwide. It's like a nationwide conglomerate. Yeah,
that, and then the GMM aspect, and it's more local, like in Vermont, like most of my friends and like people I grew up with, like from.
That's what's up, dude. Fuck yeah. See, that's one thing I've always noticed with hip hop is that like with a good team behind you and good backing, you can go fucking anywhere. You know what I mean? All it takes is that 100% group effort, and you guys will kill it. So tell us about how you started making music. Like where did OmenThaKidd come from? You know what I mean?
I probably started. I started writing music when I was probably like a good 12 years old. I was little fourth grade raps I'd write on the bus, But when I seriously started writing, like 17, but to this day, I haven't really upped my studio quality. I just use my use Soundtrap as a like mixing kind of app. It's an upgrade to FLT, but
okay,
I've just been making do with what I got. But there was a sad writing stuff, but I didn't want to record nothing. I was like, nah, I couldn't do it. But and here I am.
No doubt. So, I had a question. So, all right, that's right. So the diss track that we just played,
yeah.
You got to elaborate on that.
This stems back all the way to probably last year, and I used to hang out with another at the time name was
Oh, I think you froze. Oh no. Oh no, brother, you froze. Oh no, this ain't good. I need one of those like fucking I need one of those little reel thingies that's like experiencing technical difficulties. Like, like that'd be fucking great. Omen, Omen, my oh no, oh that was unexpected. I opened up Instagram to hit up Omen, and I just watched someone get punched in the face. Gotta love Instagram. So yeah, while we wait for Omen to get better connectivity, how's everybody doing in the chat? Let's have a conversation real quick. I see Louis in the chat. Ace of Spades went from my internet being awful to his. That's funny. Yo, fucking yeah. Sometimes that shit happens. Sometimes internets just don't want to cooperate. So you know what? Instead of us just sitting here with radio silence, let me. Yup, he just messaged me technical difficulties. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin a track from him. This way here. Okay. This way here we can keep the vibes going at least. Fucking what do we got here? Bang. We're gonna play this track. Guaranteed it's gonna be a vibe because Omen made it. 100%. So boom. Skip the ad because fuck ads. Unless they're paying me, we don't play ads. So let me play something from Omen real quick while he figures out his technical difficulties. Song's called You Make Me Feel. Let's go. Honestly, I love this cover art. Before I even get the song started, this is like such a fire cover art. It's honestly hysterical.
She said, I love the way you make me feel. All night running around like a Ferris wheel. I'm not playing games, baby, I'm for real. Cause you know I love the way you make me feel. The way you make me feel. All night running around like a Ferris wheel. I'm not playing games, baby, I'm for real. Cause you know I love the way you make me feel. Look into your eyes, I swear I see the sky. Cause they so blue, you look so beautiful tonight. Hold you in my arms, I hope I never die. Cause you got me feeling everything will be alright. Don't know what to do when I can be with you. Getting depressed and writing songs up in my room. There's no need to stress, no need to rest your breath. Cause baby you got me, the only separation's death. She said I love the way you make me feel. All night round and round like a Ferris wheel. I'm not playing games, baby, I'm for real. Cause you know I love the way you make me feel. The way you make me feel. All night round and round like a Ferris wheel. I'm not playing games, baby, I'm for real. Cause you know I love the way you make me feel.
Floating world.
Damn, bro. Now I'm like, damn, bro. Now I'm bummed I missed you performing yesterday. Because, like, you've got solid bangers. Can you hear me? Oh. Omen, can you hear me? Oh, no, more technical difficulties. Omen, we good? Oh, no. His connection bar is still dropping. Honestly, everything I've played is a fucking hit so far. Like, I have no issue fucking playing more of his music while we get this situated. Let me just double check IG. Hey, I heard sound. Sound. I hear you. Can you hear me? And then we lost him. This I love the connectivity game. This is honestly mad fun. Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes. How we doing?
Hey, there we go.
Am I good? Am I coming through all right?
Yeah, you're coming in good.
All right. Sweet.
Actually, I think this is the. What's up?
No whole another position of my house, but.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, now fucking. I was like, don't worry. I was like, honestly, everything I've played so far is a hit. So, like, I have no problem going through the discography while we fucking get the technical difficulties going.
No, yeah.
But so we've got Gingy in the comments. We've got Ace of Spades in the comments.
Yes. It's all homies.
I
Glad to see you guys here.
Hell yeah. I was going to say, that's the best thing, too, is like artists coming to support like other artists. You know what I mean? Like, especially if it's the team, the crew, you know what I mean? There's been mad times where like I've had somebody from a crew like come on the show and none of their homies, none of the team is in the fucking chat. And I'm like, why are you a team then?
Right. What is that?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's weird ass energy. But I'm glad you've got a solid fucking team behind you. So give yourselves a fucking round of applause in the chat. I don't know if y'all got the fucking clap. I would say I don't know if y'all got the clap emoji ready to go, but now that we're situated, we can hear each other. That fucking make me feel track was fire, bro.
Thank
Like
you. That my new partner that I'm seeing, and you know, I told him I was gonna make a song for him, and that was the turnout.
Good shit. Yeah, that's a bomb fucking song. I genuinely liked that.
No, see, that's the thing. I try to like delve in all sorts of different types of music I can do. So I don't know, like rap or sing.
Yeah. I've tried. So it's funny. I've tried to sing myself, and like honestly, it sounds like shit. So I just stuck to rap.
Who want to like rap or sing? Sometimes they just they can admit you can't do it. And that's like, everybody
exactly. Exactly. Like that's so you're multi-talented. You're multifaceted. I can see.
I used to play in a band in school.
Well, what the fuck? What was the name of the band?
Well, we didn't like have a name because we didn't even have a singer. We just kind of like did. We really like playing like Rage Against the Machine, like Bulls on Parade, Killing in the Name.
Fair enough. So like,
I have a cover of Bulls on Parade that I recorded when one of my friends is playing guitar and my other friend is playing drums, but haven't really had the courage to release.
Oh, dude, I'd honestly fucking love to hear that. Like that.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yo, you know what? You should like. I don't know if you have a project on the way or like coming out soon, but you should add that as a bonus track. Just a little surprise, like Rage Against the Machine cover, Bulls on Parade or Killing in the Name of, I forgot what song you just said, but like that'd be sick to throw it on like a little mixtape and just show people like, hey, there's a different side.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, I mean, I've still been a bit iffy on it. The only reason I'm iffy on it, the instrumental mic quality isn't so good because the school recorded it, so I might have to go through and do like singing part, but that's nothing. I can do that all off my computer.
Yeah, exactly. With the way technology is nowadays, fucking, you can literally do an entire song from home. I mean, shit, that's what I do. I'm in my studio right now. The booth is right there. You know what I mean? So I feel. But so I got to ask, do you have a project on the way?
I'm not going to lie to you. Currently planning on working on stuff.
No doubt. See, I definitely would like to hear a full project from you because I've heard like the single tracks, but I'd like to hear like you put your mind to a full cohesive like start to finish project. You know what I mean?
The only full like project I have, me and Goliath actually released an entire collab album. It didn't really blow or nothing big, so can't really say too much about that.
I mean, you can still talk about it because I could pull that shit up right now if you wanted me to. Fucking
that's should be called Out of the Vault mixtape. It's literally just a whole bunch of stuff we recorded for.
Is it on YouTube?
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, got you. Give me 1 second. Bang.
Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Oh, I'm gonna have to just search up OmenThaKidd. Bang. Bang. Oh, what? If I had known you had newer songs on SoundCloud, if I had known you had newer songs on SoundCloud, I would have fucking went to the SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, yes. Most of my discography is on them. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the beats I don't own the rights to, so I'm still a bit iffy about.
That's genuinely fair.
Right. I don't want to get it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't do that either if I were you. Yeah, fucking. So, Gingy, if you got the links, fucking drop them in the chat for me. This way here I can just copy it and bring it over. Because I'm looking, but I don't see it. I don't see the Out the Vault stuff. But wait, you did drop the link in the chat? I don't have it in the chat, that's why. But either way, I can still play something. Cause I don't know what to name this. Like I see that's hitting me in a spot. I really want to peep that. So you know what? Let's play that real quick. Oh, you just gonna start me off with a crazy beat like that? Oh man, yo, fucking
Phony. Shout out to Phone Up right now. He produced for what's his name? Sam High. Who that is? He just got out of doing, like, YouTube boxing, so that man's on the come up. He's been working with Stillinger and whatnot.
No shit. Yeah, no, we'll check this out. We'll check this out real quick. Because that beat just started crazy.
Only Wallace VH.
I think we're just gonna hit him with a corny ass chorus and some simple bars. Ain't nothing too crazy. Let's get him. Hey.
I just wanna be with you. All these other girls won't do. Swear I need you in my life. Need you spun the bitch like a Beyblade. While my kids in the sniz like a play place. 556 223 is the same thing. I'm still rocking with my gang from the 8th grade. I'm still smoking on some dank and it's grade A. Got a bad bitch, man, and it feels great. Towing on some P-Mags, hope the cops won't be mad, or else they might pull the shotty and shoot me with bean bags. Grab the ARE rack, putting in the green tips. White dudes wearing do-rags, think that I'm a B-sick, feeling like I'm the shit. Gotta beat by phony, did a song with Flocko, feeling like I'm Broly, slicing with lightsabers like I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. I ain't on the court, but I ball like I'm Kobe.
Again, why is it all hits? Like, it's just pure hits. God damn, bro. Like, nothing but props, dude. Like, just really, really fucking good shit.
Thank you. That's just honestly one I made for fun. You know, I got the beat off phony, so.
No shit. So Gingy did DM me on Instagram. So I have the vault out the vault here.
Yes.
I figured we could play. I figure I'd spin that in a few. This way here, you know, been playing a bit of music. But I'm gonna go into our second section of the show. This one's fun. This one's gonna be interesting. Basically, it is now check your six. I want to hear your top 6 industry artists, your top 6 local artists, and your top 6 albums.
Okay. All right. So I guess let's start with the top 6 artists.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, is it just apply to rap or all music or
Any genre you want it to be? It could be a mix. It could be all fucking blues for all I care. You know what I mean? Your top 6 industry artists, your top 6 local artists, and then your top 6 albums of all genres. No particular order, by the way, so don't feel obligated to like have to rank them. You know what I mean? No
Right,
particular
yeah.
order.
No, and it's like really enjoy music. Like I don't even know if I can listen to a top 6, but top 6 artist. I guess maybe we could start him. It's kind of like a alternative like music type of guy. Mac Miller and Thundercat, and you know, but it's not really like rap type of stuff. It's kind of like sounds like old type of music, but
okay.
So I have to put him in there. Hearing some of his music, it's definitely inspired some of my music, and you know, View's a great artist. Obviously, I gotta say Tupac. I want to put Biggie on the list too, but I don't feel like oh, Tupac and Biggie, obviously. But like,
I feel
between Tupac and Biggie, here's what I'm gonna say: Biggie's were ridiculous, but the things that Tupac were speaking about was just munching. You know, like it was just
exactly
like you know. I remember even hearing his songs that like to hear these words and like them resonating with me even to today. So I do this, even though I know that's mediocre to say.
But nah, you're right though, because like that Biggie Tupac debate is a huge debate. You know what I mean? Like it's still going on to this day, like 20 plus years after their death. You know what I mean? So it's just
right. And Biggie's amazing. Never anything to say bad about Biggie. Like Biggie was crazy. He was insane. You know.
He's
But
actually one of my top. He's actually one of my top 5 of all time. You know what I mean? So I understand.
certainly. Let's see. I know this might sound a bit absurd, but Boosie Badass was really influential for me as like
Okay.
not so much newer music, but when I was younger, I lived there for about 4 or 5 years, and when that time period of living, nothing but like Trill Fam and Boosie Badass, and like
That makes sense.
it was like, to me, Boosie Badass carved a lot of Southern hip hop. I mean, 6 Mafia and like Tommy Wright the Third, but like for new thousands hip hop, like down south, I think of Boosie. But that obviously it's probably just an area thing.
Nah, that's honestly, it might be because like when it comes to down south rap, like I don't even think of Boozy. I think of like the 3-6 Mafia. I think of the Trillville. I think of other motherfuckers. I think of like Nelly and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like Boozy just isn't even a thought. You know what I mean? So it might just be an area thing because like you were in the area, so it would make more sense that he'd be the poppin' artist. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I'm being on the school bus in like maybe the 3rd or 4th grade, and he's got kids like singing his songs, like we're all singing along.
See, that's wild. See, that's what I want. That's what we should all strive for, is for kids to sing our songs, but also maybe the right songs. You know what I mean?
True. That's true, because I can't say we're singing the right songs, but we're singing songs.
Yeah, like I actually specifically have a bag. Like I have my own set list for if I'm doing an event that kids are going to be at. You know what I mean? This way here, the parents are like, "Oh, my kid liked this artist. Let me see if they have a CD." And I do. I have a CD that's all edited music and shit like that. So that way, this way here, I can reach a younger audience without compromising my own music.
That's definitely something I was thinking about at the show. I mean, so I expected that maybe, but there ended up being like, I think there was a kid in, like, so.
Oh shit, yeah.
Right, and that's always an awkward position. That's not, like just starting out. That's not really something I thought about thoroughly.
Yeah. I definitely feel that. That was something I had to. It took a few years for me to actually like, for that to click. Because at first I was like, "Nah, fuck this. I'm just gonna rap." And then I was like, you know what? My buddy has a good point, and if I reach a younger demographic, I won't have to keep trying to impress these old heads. I can get the newer kids behind my back, and that'll help push. You know what I mean? So definitely a smart thing to do. You know what I mean? I think you still have 3 artists left, 3 or 4, 3 or 2.
Yes. So 4 or 4. So this is really hard because like I like a lot of music, so I'm really just trying to like. Is there any way I could do a group for like one?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
I don't know if you've heard. They're called Killer Mike and LP. They're like
fucking
really,
yeah. Run the Jewels.
Yes. Very, very underrated, but those guys are like putting out some of them. I don't even really want to call it mainstream because I can tell somebody, you ever heard of Run the Jewels, they'd look at me crazy. No, they go crazy. I remember listening to them in middle school. I'm like, yeah, this is it.
I was listening to them a couple of years ago, and I think it was the second Run the Jewels album that they had dropped. It was like a red cover or some shit like that, and that shit blew me away. It was fucking wild.
Yeah, no, they're crazy. They just combined like crazy flow schemes and like wicked good and strong the other day with Killer Mike, and I believe it was Young Jeezy on it, believe it or not.
Ooh.
It was really interesting. It was a pretty good one. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I was listening to randomly, but like I heard Young Jeezy come in, and it's like Is that Jeezy?
Bruh. See, now that's see. All right, so if I wasn't worried about copyright strikes, I'd fucking spin that right now. I'm gonna have to go check that out after and listen to that. That's I'm gonna write that in my notes.
Number 5. Again, I want to say Kendrick, but I don't want to sound corny. I don't want to sound like everybody else. Good Kid, Mad City. I remember that playing on the radio, for example, when I was lived in Louisiana. That's just another one of those things where like I hear it today and it resonates with me. Like,
so it's crazy. I actually heard a theory. Let me see if I can pull it up on YouTube. Actually, it was a quick little short, but it was like it's 3 different ways to listen to the album. Good Kid, Mad City. Let me see. I got some weird shit saved on here on my fucking YouTube. But hopefully I was a genius and I saved it. But alright, if anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna type it. 3 ways to listen to Good Kid, Mad City. It should literally be a YouTube short, like. And I'm not finding it. God damn it. But yeah, they were saying like there's 3 different ways to listen to the album, and they tell 3 different stories. It's fucking so interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and like actually find it so I can show you and send it to you. But it depends on like what song you listen to first, and it gives like a totally different perspective of the entire album. It's fucking wild.
Definitely, because that sounds interesting.
We do have. Yeah, you and me both, dude. That's literally one of, in my opinion, that's Kendrick's best album.
Yes,
like,
without a doubt.
I didn't care for To Pimp a Butterfly. I didn't care for Damn. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I listened to like 3 songs. Like, Good Kid, Mad City is just, it's such a good project overall.
Right. That's stuff that I'm going to be listening to, like, when I'm old.
Exactly. I'm going to be like, you kids want to hear what rap used to sound like? Listen to this shit.
Right.
Everybody. You know what I mean? It's just going to be fucking Kendrick spazzing. But we have a comment here. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We got a comment here from Tanner asking you to drop a freestyle.
Drop a freestyle. I don't want to make myself dumb now.
Well, so I was going to say, just because the audio quality is a little choppy and you know your house is doing renovations, you know, they're hammering and shit in the background, might not be a good time to drop a freestyle just because you might not be able to hear it. And that's always been my big thing. What were you going to say? My bad.
I said it wouldn't be able to hear me messing up.
That's fair. See, that's one thing I always hated is when people are like, oh, do you want me to like drop a freestyle, or like, do you want me to drop a freestyle? And I'm like, well, God forbid the connection quality, like, I don't want you to sound bad dropping a freestyle. You know what I mean? I'll do the fucking Wi-Fi and stupid shit.
Definitely. I understand.
You know, it's 2022, but we still can't be fucking perfectly connected.
Yeah. Going into 2023. I was playing Black Ops 2. Remember, like, Black Ops 2 takes place in 2025. What's going on?
Oh my god, that's right. Oh, that just hurt my soul.
You're telling me.
Yo, it's funny because I forgot what I was watching, and it was something old. And I think it was Cowboy Bebop, and it takes place in like I think it takes place in like the year like 2022 or like 23 and some shit. And I'm like, this is nothing like what we have.
Exactly.
I was bugging. I forgot what it was, but it was definitely something old. You know what I mean? And it was like, oh, it's the year 2022, and I'm like, no, this is not the year 2022. We're still running fucking diesel fuel.
Exactly.
uh,
Okay, I kind of on 4.
that was 5. So you have one more artist.
So for my last, and like I said, I feel great, but for my last one, I'd have to say listen to a lot of MF Doom. I love MF Doom.
Fucking word. Hey, so speaking of MF Doom, actually, something I do every Christmas since it got released is listen to the Cookin' Soul MF Doom mixtape. It's literally a Christmas themed MF Doom tape.
I've never heard it, but I'm interested in it now.
So before I'm just gonna, like, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm going to search it up on my phone and I'm gonna send it over to you because it is so absolutely fucking good. I listen to it every year for Christmas because it's just such a vibe.
Do it most definitely. No, it's funny. For my YouTube music, like a little rewind song I have is MF Doom. It's a little remix. It's called Books of War, where it has like
yes,
yeah, dude, that goes so crazy. That was my most listened to song over.
It's funny too because I actually remixed Books of War.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick. That is sick.
This episode is about you, so I'm only gonna play your shit. But if people want to hear it at the end of the show, I'll say fuck the copyright and I'll spin my remix of Books of War. It's old. It's not the best work, but
work.
That's fair.
Then that's the thing that people don't quite understand sometimes. It's like even if you don't like quality, good, wise thing, or like maybe you're not so good at rapping at first, you did it.
Exactly. And I mean, shit, I've got like 17, 18. I think I've got 19 projects under my belt. So I've been doing it for a while, and it's only gotten better. It's only progressed. So someone like you that's still somewhat early, you know what I mean? Somewhat early in the career. I'm not saying you just started yesterday, but like, you know, you're still getting your experience in. It's only up from here. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? Especially with having your first show last night. Like, it's literally only up from here.
Yeah, like at first I was like, man, there's really not too much going on for Vermont hip hop. Maybe there's not, but from last night there is a little bit of something, and that little bit of something, happy to be a part of it.
That's what's up. See, it's funny that you say that too, because I would have never thought about what the hip hop scene is like out in Vermont.
Yeah, seriously. People forget we're a state half the time.
Yo, hey, honestly, that's like people that are like, oh, the hip hop scene in New Hampshire. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's no disrespect to New Hampshire hip hop artists, but like, we just don't hear about it.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, like, I feel you completely. But you know, you would be surprised because a bunch of people on my Snapchat, nobody I know personally, but a couple of them are New Hampshire artists, and like when shows out in like Manchester, New Hampshire, believe it or not, like that's actually really buzzing. I'm not really sure what the whole popularity is over there. I've never even been over there. But
I know there's a venue over there. I forgot what the name of it is, but it's a big venue that a lot of artists like constantly hit. I think it's the Jungle, and I think the Jungle is the name of the venue, and that's apparently like a fucking poppin' venue. There's constantly hip hop shows there, so that kind of makes sense.
Right, right.
So back. Oh, got Gingy over here. We're gonna take this over, and over where the underdogs. A lot of other states look over us. Yo, honestly, that's fair.
We're trying. Believe it or not, I don't know if you know, there's a rapper named North Jack, and he just recently did a song with Little TJ and sold out the little venue. He's from
Shit.
I guess, got to give him some praise because he's.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's up. Especially a feature like that. That's a pretty big feature right now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Little TJ is pretty up there.
It's funny too because like years ago when Lil TJ was like just blowing up, I got offered to like open for him, and I literally hit the promoter back and I was like, who the fuck even is that?
Yeah.
And that's not the first time I've hit a promoter back and been like, who the fuck even is that? You know what I mean? So
right, because you never know.
Yeah. I ended up checking out Lil TJ's music, and it don't, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have made sense for me to open for him because that's not how I rap.
Yeah, sense.
Like my shit's a lot more intense, like in your face, brutal, like heavy bass and whatnot. Like I'm not on that vibey, siggy shit like TJ. So like it wouldn't have clicked. But I missed out on an opportunity because he's clearly fucking big.
That's true.
So I'll take that L. I'll take that L on the shoulder.
At least you can say it happened.
At least I can say. At least I can say I turned down big artists.
Right. Not too many. All right. After the. What was the other top 6? What do I got? Local artist, and then.
Yep, you got 6 local artists and 6 albums.
6 local artists. Definitely gotta say Jarv for number 1 in Vermont, but I gotta say, like, just put it out there, Jarv, like, he really, I would say, Vermont hip hop and like make it into what it is, and he's off doing bigger, better things now. Lived in a town not even more than like 15 minutes away from me. Like, it's a pretty small place.
No shit.
But it's actually funny because when I released 3rd or 4th song, I had sent it to Jarv, and Jarv was like, that's pretty good. Make it better. But, and that was crazy because, like, any sort of interaction with a rapper I had back then, it was cool that to see that even with what he's doing now, he can still post coming up from around the area and be like, keep working at it,
Fuck yeah.
But number 2, definitely. I just want to. Is it weird to put on my friends? Can I put on my friends? Is that okay?
Absolutely? Absolutely. Shout out the homies.
I gotta say, definitely my homie Goliath and Ollie V. Like, so that kid Goliath, you heard on my song Curly Cap a lot. He is only 17. That he's like, we're teenagers. Yeah, we were teenagers rapping.
All right, so it's a bug out because I'm gonna be like 2023. I'm gonna be 31. So like, it's a bug out to hear grown man voices coming out of teenagers.
Goliath is 2 years young, but no, I definitely got it like so young. But some of the things he's rapping about and the way he raps for his age, and like my friend Ollie V, like some of the things he produces. For example, that song, the way it was his, that's a beat that he had made.
No shit.
And like it's crazy because I can't do it, but still, like to see younger people than me, it's pretty cool.
Oh hell yeah. That's like fucking that's like kids producing beats at like 9. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know that
Right.
kid's gonna
You
be
know?
that kid's gonna be making masterpieces by the time they're fucking 20.
Right. And you'd find it's all about trying to just get an early start to it. And that's what I'm rapping thing at first. It's like, you know, I'm never gonna be able to do it if I don't try or start something.
Facts. And it's funny too because like I hear about your first show and I'm like, word, I'm so proud. And then like I think about my first show and I'm like, damn, I wish I had that experience. Like my first show, I performed for like 9 people. 4 of them were also performing, and it was a bar full of like old white people in like Rhode Island. You know what I mean? So like it wasn't a good time. It wasn't a good show, but it at least gave me that first stage encounter to be able to be like
Right.
to really decide whether or not I wanted to do this. And you know, so many years later, here I am. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Didn't let the old white people get you down. You can never.
Exactly. fuck the gray hairs.
But
Shout out OPL Beats in the chat. Thanks for hopping in, AJ. Gingy actually has a couple of suggestions in the chat. Vazzy, Jibba the Gent, Neffy.
Yes, I do have to in fact shout out Gent. He goes crazy.
No,
he's at my stuff, so much love to him for that. You know, people checking out my stuff.
Word. Shout out Jibba.
For 5th and 6th, I honestly have to give it to Zomi West. I mean, I started to look at their music before I went into the show last with them, and I was like, damn, man, I got some competition. Like, these guys are good, and for longer than I've been going through puberty. So, you know,
I feel that.
To be up there rapping and then have them like respond in such a good way, like, you know, they both ended up talking to me and telling me, like, you know, we'll be hitting you up for more shows, like, you know, and that's all. So it just kind of goes back to the whole community love thing. You know, work is work, and they were doing their set. They took the time to be like point us out and be like, you know, good to see these young cats out here getting it. You know,
that's what's up.
It really helped. But yeah, I got to give it to them for real.
That's what's up. It's always nice to see the old heads in the community show love to the young heads. You know what I mean? Because there's always that debate of like the old heads want to hear the older hip hop, and then the newer ones want to, like, the new kids want to fucking take hip hop and break it apart and then put it back together. And the old heads don't ever seem to like that. So it's really dope to see in your community that the old heads are showing love to the young cats. You know what I mean?
Right.
I love that.
Gave a forewarning before the show. You're like, we got kind of new age beats, but the flow scheme old. You know, like, we try to keep it real.
That's what's up. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you gonna say?
I was just saying that was locals for sure.
So I did want to ask, was it looked like there was someone performing with you?
Yeah, and Ollie, the two I just mentioned.
Oh, okay, word. That's who I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. No, and that was their first ever performance as well, and it's cool because we got to perform.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's even better. See, I'm all excited for you guys and shit. Like, that's what's up, bro. I'm hyped. I hope nothing but what? My bad.
No, you're all right. I was just saying I was feeling on top of the world last night.
Oh, absolutely. Tanner. Message to my ex. I actually have it loaded up here, ready to go. So we are gonna spin that. So don't worry, that song is gonna get played.
Okay, and then a top 6 album. Gonna kind of be a hard one, only because there's just like a lot of that I honestly don't know the album names to. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, oh, I know the album names. But is there any way I could do a top 6 songs?
Yeah, you could do top 6 songs. That's that. I'll rock with that.
Word. Top 6 songs. Definitely gotta start out with Dope Man by NWA. I used to listen to that all the time in middle.
Yo,
honestly, what like founded me to like really want to be rapping and want to rap hardcore to me were some of the OG hardcore rappers.
I feel. I you know it's funny you said that and I could literally hear it in my head. Dope man, dope man. Yo,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's a classic. That's such a good song.
Definitely, that's one of them. There's a song by Mac DeMarco called "Chamber of Reflection," and it's blown up. But you know, it's good to see popularity gain with it because it's just, in my opinion, like he combines using like keyboards and guitar and drums, like it's just like kind of like I said, Mac DeMarco mostly just does like ambient synth way together. Like it's just a new age masterpiece. And I always hate whenever people are like, oh, it's all this digital stuff takes quite a bit to create. And people don't quite understand that.
Yeah, it's not just fucking beep boop boop bop on the fucking computer. Like there's a lot of fucking work that goes into making a beat.
Mm-hmm. But definitely gotta throw that. Keep Your Head Up by Tupac. Hands down, greatest songs of all time. I listen to that song and like I gotta try not to be crying, and that's always how I know if a song really like hits,
speaks.
You
facts.
I gotta say because I gotta say "Sky's the Limit" by Biggie. I feel
Another
that's like
good one.
Best. Like I listen to that, and that's like one of the things that inspired me to keep doing rap. And "Sky's the Limit."
Yeah, I always liked at the beginning of the song that part from Biggie's mom. Like I loved that. Like I always thought that was a great addition to the song. You know what I mean? Like it, like hearing her being like, "I know you ain't my little boy no more, but I'm always gonna be proud of you." Like that part always like kind of gets a tear to my eye because it's like, damn, like Biggie's dead, like fuck. But like,
right,
it's just it really it's like a nice bow on top of the song.
Yeah,
like my bad. What?
I was gonna say, I remember my first time watching that end movie scene where his mom's riding through the car, and then they're all just sitting there blank. Oh my god, bawling. I was ugly crying, man, because like
I just got chills, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's. I think about it, like, and even to this day, I think about it, and it stuck with me. Like there's very few movie scenes that stick because it's real,
True. It's funny too because I know I keep like cutting you off to like talk about random like anecdotes and whatnot, but it's funny that you mentioned like the scene that stuck with you because I was just talking about that movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I have not seen it, but
it's an older movie. It's like early 2000s or so. I know I was at least in high school when it came out. But it's based on an actual court. It's based on an actual court case because half the movie is a court trial, and the other half of the movie is the exorcism that the court trial is about. So it's really fucking interesting. And the one scene that sticks out to me is the one of the end scenes of the movie where the girl Emily Rose, like, she's inside of a barn because they were gonna exorcise the demon out of her, and come to find out she has 7 demons inside of her, including Lucifer himself. So like it like she's like twisting and contorting as the fucking barn doors are fucking slamming in and out, and it's pouring rain and flashing lightning, and she's like she's just naming off the different demons in their voices, and it's fucking crazy. It's like the actress herself has been in a ton of things. She was one of the you ever see the movie White Chicks? Okay, she was the tall brunette chick that was like real scrawny.
Oh, all right, yeah.
And she says something about like Tina the talking tummy or some shit like that. But it's that girl that does the exorcism of Emily Rose, and it's a fucking wild scene to see like her range of being an actress, of being like this goofy kind of white girl to possessed by 7 demons. Like it's cool to see the range.
That's something I always love to see in an actor, them do like one part and then do another.
Facts. And like that's
like Matthew Gillard in like, for example.
Yes.
And then like compared to like Scooby-Doo.
Exactly. Like, don't you ever go from being one of the fucking main killers in Scream to being Shaggy Rogers.
Right. Exactly.
What?
And then contrast that to like Salt Lake, where he's like a druggie, where his whole goal is to just not have a job. Like that's insane.
Actually, it's funny that you brought up Matthew Lillard. Did you see that he is officially casted for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Yes. Me and my friends have been talking about that.
So I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never once played the game, but I have watched YouTube videos explaining the lore and like the story. That's honestly how I consume a lot of media. Is instead of playing the actual games, I'll sit through an hour, 2 hour long movie just to fucking not hour, 2 hour movie, but like an hour or 2 hour long video explaining the history and the lore and, you know, everything that goes along with it. Because, for instance, I've never watched Transformers except for like the new Michael Bay movies and whatnot. Like those were okay. But like I'd never watched the animated Transformers. I'd never played with the toys. I was never interested. But the other morning I was like, you know what? I'm doing the dishes. I'm cleaning the house. Let me watch this video that's a 3-hour explanation on the entire fucking Transformers history. And I did. And it was fascinating as fuck. It was so interesting. But I just don't want to sit down and consume that media.
Whenever you watch those videos, you get a better understanding for it anyways. And then when you do watching said series, it's like just makes it even better.
Exactly, because now you can actually understand the little nuances here and there that they wanted you to find out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of having to watch it again a second time or going back a second time to watch it, you already know what to look for.
All right, now I think I'm on my last song.
I think you have 3 songs left.
3 songs left.
Yeah.
Rap Snitch Knishes, but only because that relates to a lot of things that are going down in today's pop community. So, you know, it's like he tried to give a forewarning, but, you know, again, MF Doom was pretty underground, so, you know, you got to be in the know to know.
Of course,
nobody's
going to listen to the Mad Villain.
Exactly. Once again, this is just such a hard subject because
shout out my wife real quick in the chat. Matthew Lillard is a goddamn treasure who needs to be protected at all costs.
I'm going to kind of stray away from rap for a minute just to like give one light to something.
Oh, what was that? Metallica?
Yeah, Fade to Black.
Fuck yeah.
I believe it's on their album Ride the Lightning, maybe.
I'm pretty sure it is. If it's
But
not
no,
Ride the Lightning, it's definitely another album.
I have a friend of mine who overdosed and passed away when I was younger, but he used to play that song. Like hearing that song today, and like it's hands down my favorite Metallica song of all time. Like other people are like, oh well, one is the best song, or For Whom the Bell Tolls is the best song. Just mixes like just having like a very serene guitar lopping something heavy, and then just like I don't know, it's just an awesome collage. I just hands down think it's their best song. So definitely got to throw in Metallica.
So I do want to mention something that ironically enough, I wasn't gonna say funny enough, but ironically enough, I had a similar situation happen. I had a friend of mine that took his own life a few years ago, and they were a massive Metallica fan. Like like that little symbol that they use. It's kind of like a square, but it has the little things coming off the ends.
Yeah. Yes.
He had that tattooed around his belly button. Like the kid could play you any fucking Metallica song you wanted on bass.
That's awesome.
Like he fucking loved Metallica, and the day of his funeral, we all, on the way from the church to the graveyard, every single car in line was blasting Metallica the whole fucking way to the graveyard. My car started off with ironically Fade to Black, and then on the way to the after, is it Awake? Is it Awake after the funeral, or is the Wake before the funeral? Whatever it is that we got together and was like, oh, we're sad, but here's snacks. Fucking,
right.
Whatever that part of it was. From the graveyard to there, we were blasting. I can't remember. I think it was Ride the Lightning, because it was his last ride. You know what I mean? Right. So that was just kind of. I'm still getting kind of goosebumps about it, but no.
Crazy how music can just do that to a person, and that's how you know.
Facts. So, for anybody, real quick, I just want to pause right now because obviously we both had people that's been affected by it. If anybody has any thoughts of taking themselves out of this ethereal plane, fucking speak to someone. Please reach out. There's numbers, there's hotlines. Never be afraid to tell somebody how you truly feel, because you never know if that'll be the last time you can. You know what I mean? And always check up on people, even if they're strong, even if they're you think they're the toughest person on the planet. Just check up on them. Just ask them how they're doing, because you never know when they'll be gone. So,
well said.
Damn, I gotta fucking take that tear out of my eye real quick.
I think for my last time. I'm just trying to think of a song that I listen to a lot. Believe it or not, I have to say Dragon Ball Durag.
By Thundercat?
Yeah.
Bro, fire. That is such a goddamn bop for no reason. Have you seen the video?
Oh yeah.
That is the funniest. That's the funniest fucking video.
Thundercat is awesome.
Mac Miller's another one that I'm upset that we lost too early.
Yeah.
I follow when Mac Miller died, him and I were the same age. We were born the same year. So I literally followed his career when we were both in high school. Like I had been following him all the way. Like he was one of my favorite artists. So it sucks to see him go, but I would have loved to have heard more with him and Thundercat, because the two of them together were fucking gold.
Oh my God, yes. And that's like one of the things I think about it and I get sad. Video out on YouTube where there's an entire jam session between Mac DeMarco and Thundercat. They're literally all just sitting in like a studio apartment deal, just lounging out, playing on this. Mac Miller's playing on the drums, I believe. Thundercat's jamming out on bass, and then guitar, and it's legendary, you know? It's insane.
I would fucking love to watch that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
I'm definitely gonna have to search that up on YouTube later, because I
was gonna say, I think it's just literally just called like Mac DeMarco x Mac Miller x Thundercat.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So before we get into one of our last segments of the night, because there's 2 more segments of the night, so we'll be fine. But before we get into one of these segments, I am going to bring up the Out of the Vault mixtape, because I did say I was going to play something from it earlier. So, and by the way, Tanner, if you're still watching, don't worry. Message to My Ex is on my screen in YouTube, ready to play. So don't worry, I didn't forget you. I'm just trying to make sure I get all my bullet points. What's up, Cam? Thanks for hopping in, homie. Grand Slam Cam. You know, it's funny. I was trying to call him fucking Grand City Slam Cam the other day, the other night, and it kept fucking me up. I was stuttering over the name so bad. So yeah, it fucked me up. But shout out Cam, thank you for hopping in the chat, bro. We're gonna get to this. Any particular song that you want me to spin?
Just want to choose one at random. Just go ahead. Honestly, I have confidence in most of them.
Well, perfect, because I'm going to play Super Saiyan.
All right,
let's get it. We got Goliath and OmenThaKidd, Super Saiyan. Let's go.
I'm murderous, yeah, you ain't never even heard of this. I put flame to the track, I'm burning this. Gonna have hella people learning this. First side of Spurs, I'm returning it. I'm taking the game and returning it. You just dead weight, I'm curling it. I'm lurking and searching for the hit. Put 12 to your head, you gonna be dead. You eating this lead, you deserving it. I'm getting this bread, I'm so far ahead. Pull a bullet in the fed, I'm serving it. But you better know that you gonna go down. I get a bow rather than a mimic for your crown. Clean up cool, I'ma hit him up now. No trace of you when the odds come around. You out here saying that I ain't no hitter. Real G's moving silent and I'm Master Splinter. Lurking in the shadows, silent like a ninja. Playing peekaboo, I'ma come out and get ya. Really wanna run when I got this gun with a 100-round drum. Goddamn you dumb. Make it go numb from your toes to your thumbs. You really just a bum, catch your fades or some. Now why you gotta test me? You know who the best be. Omen and Big G. Ain't nothing for free.
Me and G back on some shit. Grab the burners, load the clips. Bet the ops will probably spit one, so y'all let the choppers hit. I am insane, call me insane. My team is the best, that is all I'm saying. And all of the ops keep on saying I'm playing, but I hit the block with some shots and I'm spraying. Don't even know what the ops are betraying, cause it's all I'm act. But all of my homies who know me keep saying I'm slaying. Like Jason came back with a machete out of the lake, gripping the blade, I'm sealing your fate. Me and my homie be changing the game, and the niggas who hate us should stay in their lane. Hell no, we ain't the same, bitch. Cause you a try-hard pistol when I slang. Ay, I can't drop my guard, 30s in my gang. What? We shoot with ARs, man, you are a lame, but you don't get it, rewind that part. No, we ain't the same. Cause you a try-hard pistol when I slang. I can't drop my guard, 30s in my gang. We shoot with ARs, man, you are a lame, but you don't get it, rewind that part.
Now why you gotta test me? You know who the best be.
Run up the fire emojis. This shit's going the fuck off.
G. Ain't nothing for free.
Yo, the fucking Yo, the second the bass hit my fucking headphone, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was definitely one of my.
God damn, dude. That was dope. I really liked that. All right, well, I'm glad I already fucking liked the project so I can fucking... hold on, let me drop the follow. I'm glad I liked the project so I can go and fucking listen to it, listen to the whole fucking thing. Because, like, goddamn, that was fire. I know what my cleaning music for tomorrow is.
All right.
See, that's one thing I can always say. Like, if you end up on someone's cleaning list, you know they like the music because
And that's good.
ain't nobody cleaning the music they don't like.
That's true. They're gonna be
Yeah, it like who the fuck's gonna sit there and listen to Mariah Carey and just, you know what I mean? Like,
seriously.
nah,
For real.
that track was fucking hot. That was fire. I liked that.
The funny album is just like songs of us just being like, okay, let's just go hard on this instrumental.
Fair enough.
There was no real motive behind it.
That's fair. So I do want to get into our next segment. I personally love this segment. It's always fun. It's always a good laugh. It's always a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whatever you identify as, it is now news of the week. We are going to go over the random weird shit that I found on the internet over the past couple weeks. Now I would typically do the news with all of my guests, but because I didn't have guests the last 2 weeks, I have quite a bit of news stories to go over. But I promise we'll bang them out quick. It's gonna be a good time. Everybody's gonna get a good laugh. It's gonna be great. About to pump. Oh, we got Tanner about to pump some iron. My homie's in the gym right now, about to go fucking hard.
Yes,
Hey, if you need a rep counter, bro, just let me know and we'll get you pumping. We got this. So, you know what? Actually, Tanner, it's probably a good thing that you are pumping iron because we may need strong motherfuckers like you when the zombie apocalypse happens. Because scientists revived a 48,500-year-old, quote, zombie virus from Siberian permafrost. This is actually real. I really hate it.
good. Come on. We're always sitting here talking about, all right, well, if the zombie apocalypse happens, come on, I don't want it to happen. We're just playing. I was just playing.
Yeah, like, so check this out. In an article posted to the preprint repository RxIV, which has yet to be peer-reviewed, the French, Russian, and German researchers said they had revived and uncovered 13 new zombie viruses isolated from 7 different ancient Siberian permafrost samples. One of them has been dormant and frozen underwater for nearly 50,000 years.
Always just got to go messing with something.
So if they don't mind me asking, why? Just why? Why would you fucking revive it?
This plant from before like humans were even around.
Exactly. Like, so here's my thought. Like, I could see the potential. I could see its potential because if we revive it and we figure out a cure now, it may help us for other zombie-like viruses in the future.
About that.
So to at least give us a fucking running start, it makes sense.
Right.
But God forbid another fucking COVID happens, and now everybody's a literal zombie.
That's an exact. Like, I'm not any crazy crackpot conspiracy theorist, but anything that happened with COVID being getting out of some place, it was definitely from experiment we have no idea about.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and be like I know exactly what happened, but
Right.
but did it get leaked out of a lab? Probably. If you're dealing with dangerous viruses that you're trying to figure out the cures for, like, yeah, something's gonna fucking slip eventually. Like, somebody's gonna go home sick. Like, I just, exactly. Like Ace of Spades just said. Remember, when they find it, it gets weaponized.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Tanner, pump all that iron, bro. We need strong motherfuckers like you to cut these zombie heads off, bro. I've watched enough zombie movies. I've played enough Resident Evil. I know exactly what needs to be done. Just cut the motherfucker's head off. We're good.
Resident Evil zombies.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, how fucked do you think we'd be if a nemesis popped up? Like, we'd be fucked.
I'm just giving up.
Like, I'm just gonna stay in my house and not make a noise. Like,
And just
like, fuck that. Like, I just, scientists just need to stop fucking with things because, like, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, fuck with things to make our lives better, not fuck with things to potentially ruin the world.
Right. Literally make it the zombie world.
Yeah, like, we're doing a good enough job by ourselves just polluting. Like, we don't need a zombie virus.
Exactly.
Fucking A. Nah, we attack it before it attacks us. Well, at the same time, we can't really attack the scientists because if we attack the scientists, then they can't find the cure for the zombie virus that they started.
That's all.
I don't have the fucking knowledge to figure this and shit. And by the time the zombie invasion happens, I'm not going to be sitting there trying to figure out chemical mechanics and shit like that to fucking no, fuck that. Talking about the zombies, attack the zombies before they attack us. Well, yeah. I'm sure there'll be firing squads. All the fucking rednecks would be so excited to finally shoot guns at something moving.
I think that's one of the funniest part in one of the Living Dead movies, going out and like open season on the zombies, because it would be like there's no way you can't tell me that the wouldn't go insane, because they would go fucking be a madhouse.
Yeah. Oh, I like what Ace of Spades just said. It's literally the thing. Like, yo, honestly, that's a good one. That's yeah. A bunch of researchers in a Siberian cold motherfucking place uncovering of an old zombie virus. That's damn. You got something there.
Yeah,
I like that.
Good way to put it together.
Shit, I like that a lot. So let's hop over to the next story. We all know. I'm sure we all know what it's like to not want to have fun. Like, all right, how are you at work? Let me get this. Like at work when you're on the clock and whatnot. What kind of employee are you? Are you fun, or like do you chit chat and do your thing, or do you just like shut up and get your work done? Like,
so with my job, I work at a ski resort in Vermont, but I work at a ski resort. I work in customer service, so literally talk to people. So like I kind of have to be like, how's your day? How you doing, sir? And like actually pretty cool. So I don't mind having to be cool. I'm just sitting there talking to people. But on the rare occasions I do get somebody mad at me because they messed up on the other, swearing at me, getting all mad. I still just got to be like, oh well, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but I'd have to say that I'm definitely like happy kind of work. Not because I'm happy to be there.
That's fair. So most of the jobs that I've had, I do end up being the customer service guy because I'm very personable and I have no problem striking up a conversation with the worst person in the room. You know what I mean? Like it just happens. So this gentleman won the legal right to be boring at work.
What?
So, a Frenchman who was fired for being, quote, too boring has been vindicated after a court ruled that his former company's definition of, quote, fun violated his rights. The Court of Cassation in Paris made the decision earlier this month. However, it wasn't revealed until this past week. This was November 25th. So this was released on Thanksgiving. But basically, he was fired for not going out with the rest of the, like, for instance, you know how like an office you'd hear, like, I'm sure you've seen like a show where like people work in an office and they're like, oh hey, we're going for drinks, you want to come? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
He was, I guess he was the employee that was like, nah, fuck that, like, I'm good, I don't want to go out and hang out with any of you. Like, he just didn't want to hang out with his coworkers and they fired him
right.
for it.
That's insane.
That's wild. And dude, imagine if you got invited to like the company Christmas party and you're like, you know, I have family things, I'm not gonna be able to go. Or if you just weren't interested and you were like, you know what? Nah, it's not really my thing. Thanks anyway, though. And they're like, you know what? Merry Christmas, you're fired. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that?
Go see your family, have fun.
Yeah, like go tell your family you're jobless. Merry Christmas. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? So apparently now, where is it? It said something about giving them like, specifically the firm would force employees to, quote, participate in seminars and end of the week drinks frequently, ending up in excessive alcohol intake encouraged by associates who made very large quantities of alcohol available. The sordid shindigs also included simulated sexual acts, sharing beds with colleagues during seminars, as well as cruel nicknames and other forms of hazing. So, like, he honestly had a fucking point. You know what I mean? Like, he had his reasons to not fucking be in that.
It's a strange situation going on. I'd probably be on the same boat of being like, I don't really want to my coworkers. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would feel fucking weird.
I'd feel
like
pretty shy.
You know what I mean? Especially if I've got like I don't have kids, but like I have a wife. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go fucking enjoy. I'm not gonna go to these seminars and workplace meetings if all you guys are doing is fucking each other, because I'm gonna feel mad awkward. Because
Exactly.
I'm married. I don't want to be part of any of that. So like, that's fucked.
It's pretty strange, but weird. To some people, that's not strange. They'd be like, "Oh, you should have just gone." Mine.
So Ace of Spades said, that's fucked, but they are also French, and French are fucked. So yes and no, because in history they've been fucked for the right reasons. Like, for instance, when Marie Antoinette was raising all the taxes and shit, and all the poor people were like, no, like, we can't pay. You know what I mean? And she's just in the palace fucking eating cake and fucking just living the high life. They cut her fucking head off. They brought the guillotine. Right. They wheeled a guillotine to the palace and cut her fucking head off. I mean, that's fucked, but they had a point. Should we have done that with Trump? Who am I to say? But you know what I mean? Like, it's just they are fucked, but they've had their reasons. This, on the other hand, this is not a cool reason.
No.
This is like why the fuck would you make like why the fuck would you fire someone and have them not be able to pay for their bills and like their family just because he won't fuck you
I feel like it's
and drink with you?
you have to go and do these things, except then you have to go back and work with these people. How does that work?
Yeah.
Like,
My wife just corrected me. Cake was super cheap, and it was the only thing the poor people were able to afford.
fact checked.
That's where the quote let them have their cake and eat it too. That's where that quote comes from.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because that was one of Marie Antoinette's famous last words before they cut her fucking head off.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, bitch, all we can have is cake. You know what? We'll show you what this cake slice does. Oh man. Fucking I was too busy talking about fucking Marie Antoinette and cake. I totally forgot to get the next story lined up. Fuck it. Here we go. So you're young. I'm sure you don't do drugs. Besides, like, you know, maybe smoke here and there. You know what I mean? I don't know if parents are watching, but maybe you smoke. I don't know. But you seem like a good kid. Obviously, you're not into like the hard shit. You know what I mean?
No. No.
Well, do you smoke cigarettes by any chance?
I smoke spliffs. I mean, kind of, but not really.
All right. Well, scientists, of course, it's scientists. They have genetically modified a tobacco plant to produce cocaine in its leaves.
I would believe that, honestly. I would definitely believe that.
Oh, this is definitely real. I heard about this earlier in the week. This is fucking wild. Scientists have discovered the chemical process involved in the synthesis of cocaine, like being created from the cocoa plant, and
Right.
they basically modified a tobacco plant to be able to do it because it was only off by like 2 enzymes. So oh Jesus, what the hell?
Ads.
Jesus. But yeah, it was only off by like a few enzymes, and they figured out how to make the tobacco leaf produce cocaine.
Yeah,
so
kind of like crossbreed it.
yeah. So here's what I think. If they start producing like say like Marlboros and Newports with this new tobacco leaf, imagine how much more addicting cigarettes are going to be.
Right, exactly.
So like that's a really scary thought.
At the end of the day, I mean, obviously, you know, big tobacco is making money off it too. And
Hell yeah.
anyway, the government can make more money. They're always they can get away with it.
Yeah, they're gonna make their money, but they're gonna make their money even more. Like they could bump the price up another like $5, and people will be like, Jesus Christ, my cigarettes went up again, blah 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 blah, and then they're going to still continue to buy their cigarettes, but now they're going to be even more addicted to their cigarettes.
Right, and they're not even gonna know why.
Exactly, because not the average consumer isn't looking up this type of shit. You know what I mean? They're not looking at this type of shit. So it's a scary world we live in. It's
Most
a really
certainly.
because like I know a few people that are gonna start chain smoking cigarettes. Like, you thought people that chain smoked were bad before? Motherfuckers are gonna fly through a pack in an hour.
Yeah, seriously, it's gonna be terrible.
Yup. The lungs, the teeth, everything's gonna go all in one fucking shot. It's gonna be wild. So Coca-Cola still uses cocoa leaves in their drink. So according to Coca-Cola, they don't put cocaine in the soda anymore. They don't really use the same exact recipe as it was originally. So I want to believe that they still put coke in they still use cocaine in their soda, just for the simple fact that Coca-Cola is delicious and I could drink it all day long.
Right. I was gonna say,
You know what I mean? What?
I've actually, like, it's gonna sound crazy, but they were addicted to coke. But it was because, like, obviously they like drinking soda, except whenever they had to like stop drinking coke, they wouldn't. So it's kind of like, I want to say I'm pretty wild.
See, when I was like, because I really slowed down on how much Coca-Cola I was drinking, but I would literally go through 2 liters a day.
Mm-hmm.
And at a certain point, like, I just needed to stop. I just needed to, like, not do it anymore. That's why I'm drinking a peach Sprite from Wendy's. You know what I mean? I needed to stop with the dark soda, and I needed to switch to something more clear. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No, that's a very big thing.
Fucking A, yeah. No. Coca-Cola can really fuck your body up. If Coca-Cola can get the rust off of a penny, it's doing some shit to your stomach. You know what I mean? Like, that's a little fucky.
Your intestines back clean.
Pretty much. So, the World Cup just happened. One of my mustache hairs just ended up in my mouth. So the World Cup just happened, and shout out to Argentina. I think they won. I personally don't give a rat's fucking ass about the World Cup. I don't give a fuck about soccer.
No.
Yeah, like I could give a fuck. Like I don't even watch American football, let alone fucking European football. The fuck, like,
Yes.
truthfully, I'm a skateboarder at heart. I skated for like 16, 17 years before my back's shot now. Like, I have reverse scoliosis and deteriorating discs in my lower back, so I can't even skate anymore. Yeah, but it's all right. But basically, like, it was. I prefer skateboarding over all sports. Sports really fucking suck, in my opinion, because I hate organized shit. I hate, uniforms. I've always hated uniforms for anything. So I just don't. I don't like organized sports. But the reason why I'm bringing up the World Cup is because, first of all, the country they had it in should not have had it there. They should not have had it there. There was so much human rights shit that was being violated to have this World Cup. It's stupid.
Oh, I didn't know.
So, because the World Cup was happening in Qatar built like fucking 12 stadiums in a matter of like a year. That's a lot of manpower. That's a lot of work to be done.
Right, most certainly.
All the workers, like, I was watching a whole story about it. All the workers that worked on those stadiums, a lot of them still haven't been paid. They were living on site so that way they could get the job done faster. And the living conditions were fucking terrible. It was like 12 grown men to one bathroom, and the bathroom barely had plumbing. Like, it was fucked up. And they were also like immigrating people from other countries and being like, oh, if you come work for us, you'll get this, this, and this, and this, and you'll be able to go back to your country and be able to help out your family. And they were like, yeah. So they would import all these people, and these people still haven't gotten paid. They're stuck in Qatar. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's wild shit that none of the news really reported on because it was the World Cup. Like, that's the more important thing.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about human rights being violated when there's a sports game to play.
Right.
So
we can never abandon our sports for human rights.
oh man, so you ready for this next one? You guys thought Qatar was bad. FIFA president admits he would be open to North Korea hosting a World Cup as he claims, quote, only engagement can bring real change, despite unsuccessful trip to ask, quote, if they were ready to host part of a women's World Cup with South Korea. So they apparently, yeah, dude. So here's some of the bullet points. The FIFA president sees no reason why North Korea should not host a World Cup. You know what? There's nothing even to fucking talk about there. Why the fuck North Korea? Why the fuck North Korea of all fucking places?
Right.
Ugh.
Exactly.
And Ace of Spades brought up a good point. It's a third world country. Do you expect them to care for human life? I mean,
Add truth.
yes and no, but like all right, so certain countries, I would expect them to at least have some sort of better standard. When I heard it was Qatar, one, I had to Google it. Two, two, when I did the Googling, that's when I found out everything else, and I was like, oh no, this is a fucking shitty place.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out about the North Korea thing, and I'm like, why the fuck would you go from Qatar to North Korea? That's like,
just feel like it's a monetary thing for more money, but it's like even at that, what do you think? You know,
at the same time, like, how much money do you really think you're gonna get?
Right, exactly.
Like North Korea barely lets fucking planes fly over the country. Like nobody really knows what the inside of North Korea even fucking looks like, really, because of how like strict that, like how totalitarian that government is. You know what I mean? So like, how the fuck do you expect to get millions and millions of people into North Korea for a fucking soccer game? You're fucking high. You're higher than I am right now. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Like, bro, like, I've heard of dumb shit, but like, that's a new level of stupid.
That's pretty freaking crazy.
So you know what? I don't want to talk about world politics anymore because people are fucking dumb. But
yeah, seriously.
But speaking of dumb people, because I always have a story to follow it up. Speaking of dumb people, have you ever? All right, I'm sure you've been to the hospital before, obviously.
Yeah.
And have you ever been like with like another patient in the room? Like, you have like the split room where there's at least two of you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just how the room is set up. You know what I mean? Like, if you're staying like overnight and there's another person in the room, but you guys are separated by a sheet.
I have not, but it's only because I've only been in the hospital.
That's fair. So, this European woman, was in that type of situation where she was in a room with another person, and took it upon herself because she was arrested for allegedly switching off her neighbor's noisy oxygen machine. She was like, you know what? Listen, I'm trying to get some sleep. You don't have to breathe.
Right. You're not sleeping.
Like, that is fucking crazy. Says
My
here, a
need to
hospital.
sleep.
What were you
I
gonna
was
say?
saying, I was saying that my need to sleep is more important than
Yo, honestly, I mean, I feel that sometimes, but like at a certain point, like obviously that patient was there for a reason.
like.
Um, what were you gonna say?
I didn't say seriously looking at this oxygen machine. You're like, this can't be important, right? This is just some loud noise. We don't need this going on.
It's just checking your pulse, right? So, a hospital patient has been arrested after she allegedly twice switched off the oxygen equipment on which a fellow patient depended because it was too noisy, German authorities have said. She fucking switched it off twice?
Say that it's understandable that she did it once, but twice.
Hey, yo. She was 72 years old and was arrested. That is... Oh, the 79-year-old woman had to be resuscitated and is still receiving intensive medical care.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. The woman allegedly turned off the main switch to the oxygen equipment sometime before 8 p.m. on Tuesday after feeling disturbed by the noise emanating from it, the statement said. Although the suspect was informed by hospital staff that the oxygen supply was a vital measure, she allegedly switched off the device again around 9 p.m.
That's insane.
Bro, that is fucked.
That is insane. Why would they even let her stay after move her? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no shit. Like, I would have immediately moved her. What the fuck? I would have been like, obviously, you need to be put in a room with somebody else that's not in an oxygen machine.
Right. Or like,
And clearly this woman needs to be by herself. Like, that's fucked, dude. Fucking twice.
it's pretty
though?
intense.
Don't worry, it gets more intense. I have even better stories. So, have you ever indulged in alcohol? I know you're young. I know you're only like 19, I think you said. But have you ever had a few drinks here and there? You can be honest. You can be honest. Your parents aren't around.
Let's just say it like this. We're just gonna go. No.
Gotcha. So, in a hypothetical standpoint, then, this I'm sure you've seen the person that gets drunk and just wants to fight everyone.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Okay. Would you consider that person to be a pig? Would you consider that person to be a pig? Like in any point?
Kind of. Pigs don't think.
Well, this pig didn't think either, because a boozy feral pig steals beer, gets drunk, and starts a fight with a cow.
Yep. I believe it.
So this isn't a recent story. This is actually from 2013, but it's fucking hilarious. So apparently, wait. Oh yeah, there it is. So a booze pilfering drunken feral pig has caused chaos by running amok at an Australian campsite and starting a fight with a cow. The belligerent porker went on a drunken bender after stealing and drinking 3 6-packs of beer that had been left out by campers at the Del Grey River campsite in Port Hedland, Australia. For one, That is probably the funniest fucking news story I've ever heard in my life. But the fact that it happened in Australia doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, oh, surprise.
That seems, I would say that seems like the most accurate thing a pig in Australia would do.
I was gonna say only will get drunk and then try to fight another animal.
Fucking ace of spades. Oh, it's
Not
an
even-
Australian pig. What were you gonna say? My bad.
I was gonna say not even an animal of the same species. Let alone imagine it's an animal just getting drunk trying to fight another one of its species. That would kind of make sense, but it's like I'm going for the cow. I'm going for the big guy.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you know what? You've been fucking eyeing my shit for a while now. Get over here.
You think you can?
We slap the mutters around.
You think you can just stand the fuck over me?
You think you're all big and bad, just fucking going all fucking day. Oh, man. You think you're all big and bad because you just produce milk and nobody slaughters your kind? Well, guess what? Hamburgers, bitch.
Right.
Oh, shit. So, funny enough, I have another cocaine story. I don't know how this happened. I apologize. But
Okay.
it doesn't actually involve cocaine.
Okay.
So, you play Fortnite?
We're getting into it.
Okay. So, Fortnite is what seems like a very addictive game. I've played it maybe like once or twice, wasn't a fan, and now it's just blown up into this monstrous fucking game. You know what I mean? And it's got so many concurrent monthly players. You know, there's kids that literally fucking steal their parents' money to buy those V-Bucks shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a crackhead.
Yeah, actually.
Stealing their parents' money to buy something that they want without telling their parents they stole the money.
I mean, it's weird because you think they do that for something in like the real world, but they do it for a skin.
Exactly. So, I gotta head out, but keep my dog DG company. DG? Who's DG?
Who's GG?
But keep my dog DG company. Who's DG? Is it Doug Goliath? I'm just fucking around. But yeah, so back to Fortnite. This is a very interesting. A class action lawsuit comparing Fortnite to cocaine will be allowed to proceed. So the lawsuit over Fortnite's alleged heroin-like addictiveness was originally filed in 2019. In 2019, Canadian law firm Calyx Legal sought approval to file a class action lawsuit against Epic Games on behalf of parents who claimed that their children were addicted to Fortnite. As reported by CTV News, a Quebec judge has now authorized this class action, meaning the lawsuit can proceed. And
That is
what were you gonna say?
I said that is insane.
I mean, I made a decent comparison though. Little kids stealing their parents' money to buy something that they shouldn't be, and they're taking like hundreds of dollars at a time.
In the same aspect, I don't want to speak too harshly on it because I'm not a parent, so maybe I shouldn't speak on parenting. It's a parenting issue. Like it's just like I don't know. For example, I've been playing since the age of 6. I've been playing since like Halo 2. I'm the gamer gamer. I've always got, but like you would never catch me stealing off my mom's credit card for something
Yo, facts.
virtual. It's not even real, you know. Like if we lost electricity, you know.
Exactly. Like if, like, God forbid another country decides to fucking EMP us
Right,
and send us back to the Stone Age, all your fucking V-Bucks are gone regardless. All those skins you fucking worked hard for, they're gone forever.
I feel like it's a parenting issue, but even at that, I guess maybe I can't explain would be because it's like Fortnite isn't a very. I mean, obviously it's a shooting. There's no like it's kind of targeted for younger age kids. You know?
Yeah, it's like so it's funny because I made the comparison. I called Fortnite like what's it? Little Tykes? Little Tykes, that's the name of the toy brand. Little Tykes, I think it is. Or Playhouse or some shit like that. Whatever it is.
Yeah, play.
I call it Playhouse's My First Call of Duty. That's what I call Fortnite. It's My First Call of Duty. That's what it is.
It does kind of
it's
into the genre of shooters.
Yeah, it's COD for kids. Like, let's be real.
I mean,
I
I'm
hate
not
to
gonna
say
lie.
it.
It's a pretty fun game, but see myself, and maybe it's because I'm older, but I couldn't see myself wanting to. I'm not gonna lie. I've debated spending money on the game. I'm not gonna say I haven't, but that's my own money that I've earned. Steal from somebody
Yeah.
for some game, But like, I know that it happens. I saw where some kid literally spent like $1,000 on his mom's credit card so he could get like 900. Like
Exactly
and
my
that's
point.
insane. Where did the kid get the balls to do this?
Exactly. Like that at that point you're right, it does come down to parenting because like there's no reason why your kid should just feel free to go and fucking take your credit card and buy whatever the fuck they feel like they want to buy.
Right, and why does your child have your credit card to begin with?
Exactly. See, and I'm sitting here calling Fortnite My First Call of Duty, dogging on it, but I also play Pokemon competitively. So I'm not a shooter. I'm not one for shooters, but I can definitely figure out some strats. You know what I mean? I'm more of a strategy person, so I don't know. Shooters are just kind of like once you've played fucking Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 4, World at War, Black Ops 2, fucking what was the other one? Oh, Black Ops 3. Fucking you've pretty much played them all, you know what I mean? You've pretty much played every Call of Duty game.
That's true.
Like,
No, it's like the same game over and over again. And it's like they're going back to the whole in like Vietnam and Modern Warfare setting. It's like we already did this. We're literally just like they redid Black Ops. They are redoing Modern Warfare. Like they're just games into new graphic games and calling it a game.
see, that's honestly kind of just my issue with like shooting games is like I'm not into Overwatch. I'm not into what's that other one, Apex Legends. I was never really into I don't get me wrong. You put me on Call of Duty and I'm going to wipe the fucking lobby. Like I fucking love COD, but at the same time, like it doesn't do anything for me. Like it doesn't really fulfill anything for me. Like I'm just running around shooting people. Like that's like after a while, how many people do you need to shoot to feel fulfilled? You know what I mean?
Seriously, the only time I'm having fun in Call of Duty is like literally when I'm playing with my friends, and even at that, it's like and then we're like, all right, well, this is boring because it's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm just not even having fun at that point. It's like, why do I even play this game? I don't even enjoy it.
Like you run, like you half the time you're running the same maps because people are picking the same maps. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you're running the same formations. You know, the team. Like, don't get me wrong. People who play COD, like you're obviously skilled. Like you definitely.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here and dog Call of Duty players. Like I like COD myself, but like
Right.
it's just weird. Like how many people do you have to shoot to say you had fun? You know what I mean? Like it's
Mhm.
just strange. That's why, for instance, I like Pokemon so much because there's over 1,000 different fucking Pokemon. You can come up with different strategies. People aren't using the same shit all the time. You know what I mean? So like I like that a bit more. That's just kind of more my wave, like just the strategy behind it and shit. You know what I mean?
No, I
But
definitely saying
but yeah, no
shooting
fucking what shooting games?
games can be very, very repetitive. Like right spot for shooting games.
Yeah, like they're good for a couple of hours, but they're not something I'd want to sit there and binge the whole time, unless I'm
Right.
doing the campaign. Like if I'm doing the story, then yeah, I'll sit there and
Right.
I'll watch.
The story.
Yeah, it's like participating in a movie. You know what I mean? So like that's understandable, but just sitting there online, just going over and over and over and over again, just lobby after lobby after lobby, like it's kind of boring.
Obviously, for example, like I've been like I said earlier tonight, I've been playing Halo. Probably 6 years old. I don't even play Halo for the multiplayer anymore. I just like I want to play the games because I've been on this journey for so long since a child that like I feel like I'm almost like I gotta see how it ends.
Yeah, exactly. Like Halo's an exception. I feel like. Well, even then, Halo multiplayer, it's the same thing. But
Right.
the campaign for Halo, that is a story that we've grown with. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I'm very. I was an Xbox kid. Like I didn't really care for PlayStation. I was always Xbox. So I had the first Xbox. I played Halo when it dropped. Fucking I loved Halo. That's Halo 1 is the only one out of any of the Halo games I've beaten on Legendary.
That's
So
crazy.
like yeah, that game's fucking hard on Legendary. All the other
I
ones
bet.
not too bad. All the other ones aren't too bad, but just trying to run the there was only one level that I needed co-op for on Legendary. I beat the
Let
whole
me guess.
rest of the game. What?
Was it? Can I guess what mission it was?
Yeah, what?
What it was? It the library level where you have to fight all the flood?
Yup.
I knew it. I knew it. I
The
knew it. I
flood
knew it.
is
I was gonna
so
say
fucking hard.
you can just sit there like if I remember correctly, even in like normal, you can sit there and blow the flood's limbs and be armless and still be alive.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
Now imagine that on Legendary, and it literally just looks like like think of like the Venom symbiote, and just fucking hundreds of that just coming towards you. Wild.
Yep.
Fucking horrifying. And like the best we could do was fucking the assault rifle and shotguns. Like that was the best we fucking had. Yeah, that was terrible. I completed the whole rest of the game by myself, but I just needed help with that one fucking section.
yeah. No, normal playthroughs when I play through that, I find myself struggling with that one mission because it's just out of every goddamn direction. You know?
Dude, it's yeah, fuck the flood.
Fuck.
Fuck the flood, dude. Not even fun. Fuck them. So I have one final actually no, I thought I had one final scientist story, but I have two more. Scientists today. Oh man, you have alerted the horde that just fucking triggered. Just triggered. Um so boys, scientists have done it again. Snakes have
Whoopsie.
clitorises. Snakes have clitorises, and scientists have finally found them. It has happened.
Why?
So most research has focused on male snake genitalia, leaving female anatomy overlooked. But so here we go. Why did it take so long? So why did it take so long for someone to find a snake's clitoris? Initially, I was really surprised that it hadn't been found. And then I realized that this is a common occurrence across all animals. You're not saying shit that I want to know. Oh, it's gonna get all sciency and whatnot. Yeah. So this, I'm assuming it's this chick. Yeah, this chick. She found the clitoris.
That'd be a weird discovery to tell people.
You know, I hope that's on her tombstone when she passes.
Right.
Best known for finding the snake's clitoris. Like that would, who
Right.
wouldn't want that on their tombstone? Like that is a great discovery.
I want to be able to look this person up and it just kind of snake glitter.
Like, see, yeah, that I want to type in snake clitoris and that person's face pop up with a fucking Nobel Peace Prize. Like that is that's a great discovery. And not even all right. So all jokes aside, because obviously it could get weird, but it's a very fucking that is a very strange like thing to know that most of what we know about snakes has been all through the male genitalia, and we didn't really have any research on females.
That's strange.
Yeah, that leads me to ask, where are all the female snakes? And why is it a snake sausage fest?
Right.
like what happened? Like why couldn't any how could you guys not find any females? Or why did you guys not even look? Why did you guys not think of that? Like that's like how do they even I don't even know how a snake reproduces. You mean to tell me you found a snake pussy and a snake is in the shape of a dick? Like what happens? I don't understand. Are you gonna tell me snakes have dicks?
This kind of like rub up against each other or something.
Yeah, that is like the weirdest. I don't know. The show does get weird, so I apologize. This show does get weird sometimes. For anybody that's new.
The only thing I'm thinking about is like a snake lay eggs. If I think correctly, I'm pretty sure they lay eggs. So
yeah, they do.
Work. Why would they? I don't know. I don't get it. Snake.
Fucking snakes.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, accidental pun intended. Fucking snakes. So, the last news story of the night. The last news story of the night has a bit of a double-edged sword, in my opinion. It has good, but I see the very bad potential behind it.
Okay.
So scientists, again, create a vaccine against fentanyl. I know it's strange. Researchers hope the vaccine, which blocked the drug from entering rats' brains, could help reduce overdoses in humans. So, so here's the double-edged sword. It's good that they're doing this so that way they can, lower the chances of people overdosing.
Right.
But here's the sharp part of the sword. If you give people a vaccine against fentanyl, wouldn't that mean people who are addicted to like fentanyl or like people that are addicted to drugs and sure they won't overdose, but they can now push their limits to see how much more they can use and maybe,
Right.
quote unquote, chase a bigger high and then still end up fucking overdosing just on a way crazier amount than previously allowed.
See, that's a hard one because we've incorporated all into medical use at this point. So it's like, I just feel a hard one to do.
Yeah, like there's medicinal purposes for fentanyl. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it is a regular drug used in hospitals. So the fact that they want to make a vaccine. So first of all, I thought vaccines were only for viruses.
Right.
So what the fuck kind of I'm not gonna get the fentanyl vaccine.
No.
Because I don't fucking need that.
Right.
That's a really, really fucking weird thing to make. That's
Right,
like
it's almost
that's like what it's almost like what?
It's like they're trying to make the use of fentanyl feel like we should not be doing whatsoever.
Exactly. Like that's almost like them doing like a vaccine for alcohol or like a vaccine
Right.
for weed or some shit or a vaccine for cocaine. Like what why? Like what the fuck? Fentanyl
Right, instead of
sorry, I was gonna say Ace of Spades just mentioned fentanyl is the replacement for morphine.
yeah, I didn't
my
think about that.
my wife I would say my wife also brought up a good point. Unless it's to protect people who accidentally get laced shit, which is fair. That's part of the double-edged sword because that's the good side of the sword. You know what I mean? Like I totally agree with that because God forbid, you want to party one night, somebody's like, "Hey, I got some coke." Fucking, you do a bump. Next thing you know, that's your last fucking bump.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, God forbid. So I understand it, but at the same time, like, fuck, man. Like the fact that we live in a world where we need a vaccine for fentanyl is crazy.
Right. I was gonna say instead of the problem in general, like, okay, let's try to make it safe.
And not only that, like on a world stage kind of level, like how the fuck do we look to other countries that we made a vaccine for fentanyl? Because we have so many overdoses in the country.
Yeah.
Like that looks bad. I don't care who you are, what walk of life you're from. That looks really fucking bad on a country level.
It does. As it is, goes on already, let alone trying to make vaccines for drugs.
Exactly. So like the military replaced morphine with ketamine. Oh, hey, actually, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Obviously not any better, but I would definitely prefer ketamine over morphine. Personally.
Know nothing about it, but
well, ketamine, it's tranquilizer, and there's different forms of ketamine because you can get it like as cat tranquilizer or a horse tranquilizer and shit. What most people party with is cat tranquilizer because if they took horse tranquilizer, they'd be like dead for like the rest of the month. You know what I mean? Like they'd be all fucked up. So yeah, like in the proper usage, I would say ketamine would definitely be better than morphine in my opinion. That's just, I'm also not a fucking doctor. I'm not a scientist. Don't take anything I say for legit. I'm also sitting here smoking weed. So like, I'm just kind of like, yeah, ketamine sounds better than morphine. Like it just does. Like it's better than it's I'd rather have something to tranquilize me rather than suppress the pain. Because the tranquilizing. Oh, yep, that's also true too. My wife just brought up another good point. It's a great thing she's in the comments. Ketamine's also being used to treat depression in low controlled substances, like in low controlled doses. All morphine does is make you constipated. So the military used high dose auto injectors for morphine. Yeah, see, fuck that. Why would you? No morphine. Fuck that. Like, I would so much rather the ketamine sounds way better. 5 of those injectors was death guaranteed. See, exactly my point. Like, sure, you could probably definitely overdose on ketamine, but at the same time, like, I'd rather be tranquilized with 1 dose rather than fucking possibly gonna die if I take 4 more doses.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. So, oh Jesus, that was a big hit. So,
Nice.
with that shit, with that being said, that is the last segment. That is the last second to last segment. I am gonna play that one song that I did promise I was gonna play earlier, Message to My Ex. I was gonna make sure I spun that. Let's fucking get this going. Bang. Morphine, yeah, morphine like definitely fucks you up, dude. Like, morphine's bad.
Yeah.
Morphine, however, blows your fucking heart up. Yeah. Like, nah. My heart's already bad enough. Keep morphine away.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna get into the last song of the night from OmenThaKidd, featuring Flocko. Song's called Message to My Ex. Let's go.
I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and I can't get them out of my head. I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and I can't get them out of my. I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and I can't get them out of my head. I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and I can't get them out of my head. Don't know how I'ma start this verse. Grab my pen and paper for later. I'm trying not to curse, never let no anger out, cause I'm not that angry now. Never wanted beef, we ain't out here killing no fucking cows. I know that I let you down, I let me down too. Out of check, disrespect, broke a ground rule. I've been drinking and thinking about a couple things. Don't really want you, but I'm hoping that you hear me sing. I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and I can't get them out of my head. I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and I can't get them out of my head.
Get them out of my head, 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 get them out of my head. I just wanna be friends, I just wanna be the end, but we ain't got you here. I just wanna be friends, be the end, but we ain't got.
I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and I can't get them out of my head. I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and I can't get them out of my head. I just wanna be friends, kinda wanna make amends, but it's hard to see you again. And it might be just me, but I got memories and
Honestly, 100% Bob. That was such a vibe. I don't know what the fuck that was about to be, but yo, but no, that was such a vibe.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That's a song I'd like to see. Like honestly, if you guys could link up for a video, that would be a great fucking song for a video.
Yeah, no, actually, that's one of the ones I was thinking about doing. It's kind of hard though, down in Florida, and he's kind of, I don't want to say he's like big time, but he just got done, like, like to actually get him for a video shoot would be interesting. But I think I could probably awesome to make it happen.
Well, I was gonna say I think that would be a fucking great idea. Cause like I think if you hit him up and was like, hey, this song that we did together, I want to shoot a video for it. Find like a videographer that's in your area. You know what I mean? Like find a videographer that you really like fuck with, like maybe a homie or some shit, and fucking just be like, hey, if I head down to Florida, you want to shoot this video? And how sick would it be to go back to Vermont with a video shot out in Florida for that
Right.
song, bro? That would be so fucking cool.
That'd be pretty goddamn crazy. No doubt. It works.
And that song should be on the radio. I agree. Like I could hear that on the radio. I could hear that in some playlists. Like that's a really good track.
Appreciate it. No, I made that whole song after I made my ex-girlfriends at a like cookout.
Oh shit. That's so
yeah.
so we're getting ready to go into the oh, there you go. That's a message for you. Omen, Tana is T. You guys talked this morning about it.
Yeah, just because we know people in Florida doesn't mean that we can just get down to Florida, but on to the next.
Hey, you never know, just that quick link up, like, hey, yo, can I crash on your floor for like a couple days? I'm gonna be out there shooting a music video. Like, you know what I mean?
That is true. Shout out.
Just make sure you come down with money, gas, and weed. And we should be fine.
Yeah. Always.
So the last section of the show, it's called. I don't have a cool little fucking video for it. I need to figure one out. But it's the rant section. Basically, you can go off. If there's something you want to talk about, or something you want to rant about, or something you want to bring up, or like have a discussion about. This is your time to like, bring up whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? Just rant about it. Go be Kanye on Sway. You know what I mean?
That wild now, but I have to say one of the things that bothers me music wise when other like smaller like local people will try to like charge like that is not what music is about. Like I can understand if it's like somebody who actually has got a song with them, you're gonna get some clout guaranteed. That's a different thing. But like you're just some dude, a couple hundred plays on SoundCloud. You got like 40, like and like people just all that, and they think they're this hardcore person that can just charge people for music. It's like, bro, how good you think you are, but like if you're not really making moves like that, don't be out here trying to charge people.
Yeah. No, I honestly 100% agree. Like, truthfully, I don't really charge anyone in my city. Like, if you're from New Bedford, Massachusetts, I will not charge you for a feature. Just because I'm trying to work with you, you know what I mean? And in return, I hope for the same respect back. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to build the scene, we're trying to build the city. we're trying to build like our local hip hop scene. Why are you going to charge somebody in your own city to fucking be
Exactly.
on a song? That doesn't make sense. So
Exactly.
that's why like certain people get passes, certain people slide because I've known them for so long. But if you're just some person out of the blue and you're like, yo, can I get a feature? I'm like, yeah, it's this much. You know what I mean? Because my time isn't free.
Right.
Like my time isn't
Right.
free.
In the same aspect,
Well, what were you gonna say? My bad.
I was gonna say in the same aspect, like I know from your music is pretty good. Like some fucking fire shit, dude. Like give yourself
Thank
a
you.
round of applause. But
Appreciate it.
I'm gotta understand there is time and effort that goes into that, and if I'm gonna be making something production quality with that, then yeah, definitely I'm gonna want some sort of compensation because it'd be free on my part, but it takes my time, and my time is not free.
Exactly. And especially if you at least you're cool about it and you're like, yeah, no, how much, I could pay that, you know what I mean? Or like you don't give me like a weird ass attitude or like, hey, I only have this much. Can you can we do a track? Because I had somebody hit me up, like I think it was after like a stream or some shit, and they were like, hey man, I really like your music. Can I get you for a feature? And I'm like, yeah, man, fucking I charge this much. And they were like, oh, well, I only have $2. Is that okay? And I was like, what the fuck? No.
No,
I was like, how the fuck dare you?
That was right. I even think that was a good offer. You're sitting there like, yeah, $2. That sounds good. That's insane.
Yeah. So I was still polite about it though. I was like, because they had said, I just have $2. They were like, will you take $2 right now? I get paid this week. So like, I was like, if you still want the verse when you get paid this week, hit me up. But I can't accept $2, man. Like,
yeah, serious.
The fuck
for real.
But yeah, no, it's definitely like I feel that though. Like, there's no reason why, especially like somebody smaller. You know what I mean? Like, if you only have if you just put out your first project and you only have a couple hundred plays on each track, and someone like say me for instance fucking approaches you and is like, hey, I want to get you on a track. I want to get you on one of my songs, and then you're gonna charge me.
Right, that's
bitch,
ridiculous.
What? Like,
that is ridiculous,
bitch. How dare you? Like, that's crazy. So, and I at the same time, I also I don't want to sound like a dick though, because I do want to like I said, I would expect the respect back. So like, obviously I'm not gonna be a dick to them. I'm gonna be like, maybe I just maybe it's just not something that could work out right now, because I respect everyone's art. It's just if we're trying to work together or I'm trying to help you out and put you on, there's no reason why you should be charging me.
Right. Exactly.
I don't even do pay to play shows anymore. I completely cut that out. I straight up made it known, don't fucking hit me up for a pay to play show. I will tell you no. Because the artist should be getting paid to perform. If
Right.
you're not performing, if you're at least not performing for free to get your name out there and whatnot, then you should be getting paid to perform, not paying some promoter to put you on a stage for fucking 8 minutes. You know what I mean? For like $300.
Just for nobody to even fuck with you by the end of it.
Exactly. Whereas you can do the free shows, you can get some clout, get some name up, get some recognition. This way here, when somebody comes along and is like, hey, I'm setting up a show trying to get some artists paid, you know what I mean? This way here, you can bring people to the show, show that promoter that you can continuously bring people to that establishment. Obviously they're going to want to pay you. So like after a while, it just works in the artist's favor. I'm actually, down here in my city. I was actually talking to a local venue, and I'm setting up shows for artists to get paid. So
That's
this way here, artists actually have a spot that they can perform at. Bring a crowd, bring a crowd. There's fucking pool tables. There's a full bar and a full kitchen. Like it's a really nice place. So like, come
right.
through, listen to some dope hip hop, and fucking have a good time. And the artists are going to get paid. That's the best part about it. There's no ticket sales. There's no cover at the door. It's literally show up, perform, get paid. And that's all I could be happy about. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic about that.
I was gonna say that's sick. That's awesome. That's the type of stuff like I'm shooting for most certainly.
And like I haven't even like really worked on my own music because I'm working on trying to help the other artists in the city. And this way here we all have a place that it doesn't matter like who's performing that night. You're gonna get a good show because everybody's a dope artist, and by the end of the night, all those artists are getting paid. At least $50 or more.
Right.
And
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and obviously, it could be more, but at the same time, it's just the beginning. This is still just the chance. You know what I mean? I'm happy that I'm even being given the chance. So like, I just want to help. I just want to help other artists out. I just want to give artists a place where they can actually perform and get paid and feel like their art is being appreciated.
Well, I'm a firm believer that if you spread love way of doing it, so that's awesome.
Dude, I just think there needs to be more people that care about hip hop because there's too many people that do hip hop because they care about money. Whereas it seems like there's a general lack of people that do hip hop because they care about hip hop. And I like obviously like I know I was just saying, trying to get the artists paid. I was just talking about, trying to get these artists paid. Obviously that sounds like I'm worried about the money, but no, I'm worried about the artists actually not giving up on their craft because they don't think it's doing anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like after a while, how many times are you going to pay for studio time for nobody to listen to your fucking song?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? At least come out to a fucking show that you're going to get paid to perform that song at, that you spent time in the studio to perform, to, make sure you had the bars right, the flow right, the beat was on point, the mixing was good. Show it to some people. And this way here, yeah, sure, there's the free shows. Do the free shows because that'll help you show the promote. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. Here's super simple fucking math for any artist that's gonna listen to this after. If you're against free shows, you're an idiot. Do the free shows because you're gonna build up a name. You're gonna build up people that are gonna recognize your name. They're gonna recognize your sound. They're gonna like your sound. Then you can take those people, those new fans, because that's what they are now. They're fans. You take those fans and you bring them to the shows that you get paid at. And then the promoter's going to be like, hey, this artist tends to bring a lot of people out. You know what? I should book them more. Now you're getting paid. Now you're consistently getting paid to rap and perform and get paid. And all you had to do was make the songs and fucking show up.
Right.
And interact with the crowd. Reach out to the fans, have a good time, have a good experience with everybody, put on a good show. And guess what? You'll get paid. It's that simple. I don't know where promoters got the idea that they could charge 5 artists $300 each to open up for another artist, that even then, after charging the artist to do that, that promoter still isn't making any money back realistically. So like, I don't understand the math that these promoters are doing.
Right.
Like I don't get the math. That money, like that. So if like the promoters actually did their jobs, right? And they actually curated the show properly, and they had dope artists that actually have a decent following and actually would bring people out, they'd be like, hey, listen, the amount of people you guys are gonna bring in, the door money's gonna get split. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Charge people $10 at the door. The artists don't get charged anything, but because of how many people show up, especially if you have like a big artist that's performing, door money gets split with the artist. Should be that simple.
Right.
It should be that simple. There's no reason why an artist should ever get paid. I mean, oh, sorry. Whoa. Rewind that because I just fucking high-ass me. There's no reason why an artist should not get paid.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I felt what you were saying. I got you.
Yeah, I have fucking cotton mouth now. I fucking finished off my soda, so like my mouth is all fucking. Bleh.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh yeah, like Ace of Spades just said, fucking, you can like what you do and like making what you make, but you should still try to make money doing what you love. Absolutely. You think Lil Wayne doesn't still rap because he likes to rap? Nah, it's because he knows his rapping makes him money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why rappers will retire and then drop an album 2 years later.
Right.
Because they know their voice makes them money.
Exactly.
So I just wish local artists in any community, not just mine, but in any community, I just wish local artists would get on the same page and work together to push the whole community up. Because when the whole team works together, everybody wins.
Exactly.
That's how it works. It's how it's always worked.
I feel like people's issue is instead of viewing other musicians and rappers as just other musicians and if they're not already somebody that they're tapped in with, and that just we got to try to erase that stigma because problems with another person trying to make music just because they make music. Now, if you have problems with each other, completely different. But you should never just not like somebody because they're making music and they're doing like that's not cool.
See, now imagine this, right? Obviously there's gonna be some beefs that you just can't stop. You know what I mean? Like somebody killed somebody, and then like somebody that was related to the dead person is gonna get them back, and that whole shit. It's obviously gonna happen.
Right.
But when it's the beefs that are like massive monumental beefs over super petty shit, why don't you, or like, one side of the city versus another side of the city, why don't your two biggest artists from each side of the city collab?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Collab and try and bring some unity. This way here, stop the violence, let's get some money. Because it's hard to make money when you're dead. And imagine if like, so you got like one side of the city that has like 4 poppin' rappers, you got another side of the city that has like 4 poppin' rappers, right? You have everybody squash their fucking beef. You have them all collab on a big project, like a nice big mixtape, right? Like an album or some shit. And you have all 8 artists fucking collabing on different tracks and whatnot. You know what I mean? Making a cool fucking like community project. You know what I mean? And then have the community actually fucking listen to it and bump it, because they're gonna be like, "Yo, these people actually squashed their beef to make some really good music. Let's check it out." Guaranteed, it'll build hype. You know what I mean? Guaranteed, it'll like build traction. You know what I mean? People will notice, and all 8 of those artists, and probably some other artists that weren't as poppin', but because they're associated, they're gonna rise up too. You know what I mean? It's just If people would just be smart.
I was gonna say, yeah, it doesn't make sense how people know. It's pretty simple if they were to just sit down and look at it, but
Like I'm not a gang. Like I'm not in any form or any shape or form, and affiliated with any gangs. So like obviously, like I don't understand the life, and I never say
right.
I will understand the life. I can't ever. I will never say that I understand the mindset, the lifestyle. But when it comes to money, things can get squashed. Like it's all about the bag at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Rap is really like. Well, hold on. What's this comment from Ace of Spades? That's why we trying to set the crew up with some rappers and other people are security because the rap wars. While people don't think, yeah, well, yo, the rap wars are crazy.
Yeah.
Like like that's what I'm saying. Like if people would like just stop, like it doesn't like. I don't know if it's just my brain that just can't grasp the concept, but it just doesn't make sense why people can't just look at the end game and be like, listen, if we keep beefing, we're gonna die. So why not or end up in jail or like some dumb shit or like not even have a rap career. So why not just fucking work together to rise each other up? And then you know what? If you guys wanna shake hands, split ways, that's whatever. But keep it kosher. Like you know what I mean? Like keep it peaceful, you know what I mean? There's no reason to like ignite some stupid ass beef when you guys are both making money. That's dumb. That's why I don't understand like celebrity rap beefs. Like you're all fucking getting money. Like some of you are on sister labels to pit like bigger fucking companies. So like you guys are basically under the same company. Why the fuck are you even beefing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. That's a good point. Hate overpowers the idea of greed. I feel I hate it, but you're right. I hate it, but you're right.
Hate is a very strong emotion.
I know.
Something like like you said, one of your homies dies, or next thing you know, your homie and somebody's dissing him on a song. Like, obviously, you're gonna feel some sort of way about it.
Exactly, 100%. So like, that's why I'm saying like I obviously don't live the lifestyle, so I can't like truthfully be like this is what should happen. But like, it makes more sense to just be like, fuck off, stop being stupid. You know what I mean? Like, like I get it. People are going to be mad about shit, but like at the end of the day, what's the point of being mad if you're still going to be broke or still going to be or going to end up dead or like not going to have a career or like it just doesn't make sense to me.
It's pointless. It really is.
Exactly. But I don't know. I want to like maybe go on a lighter note. Fuck, we can go out on a lighter note. Fucking, I mentioned it earlier in the show. Did you still want to hear that Books of War remix that I did?
Yeah, most certainly.
I got you. Actually, it's one of my wife's favorite ones because she loves the beat.
It's a very good beat.
It's a fucking fantastic beat, honestly. There we go. All right, found it. If I get hit with the copyright strike, fuck it, I don't care. But
yeah, it's worth.
Yeah, it's at the end of the episode, so we'll be fine. Oh yeah, here we go. Think about YG and Nipsey Hussle, rival gang members, but they said, fuck that shit, let's work together and make the hood a better place. They raised millions for children and made millions for themselves. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Exactly. A good
Nipsey.
Point.
And it's funny too because Nipsey Hussle is actually where I get my rap name because I was listening to Nipsey I was listening to Nipsey Hussle at the time when I started rapping, and my rap name's Libsey. My last name's Liberty, so I just combined Liberty and Nipsey and Libsey.
Okay.
But yeah, so like Nipsey's a big inspiration on like how to do things for the, you know, how to make money. You know what I mean? Like he was actually wicked fucking smart. So, but here we go. Books of War, MF Doom and Rizzo remix. Fucking, let's go.
This is a Whooshie Gang exclusive.
This is old as fuck, keep in mind.
I've smoked with the best of them, ain't fucking with the rest of them. Every time I hit the mic, they're thinking that I'm testing them. I'm more lyrical than your average trap rapper or backpacker. When I hit the beat, I'm like Taskmaster. I rap faster, coming to slaughter the beat like a murderer. We ain't heard of ya. Can you smell what I'm cooking? That's what I'm serving ya. Full plate of beef, we gon' get it to you pronto. If you're looking for the head of Whooshie pussy, I'm the honcho. Get a poncho, cause I'm dripping like I just came out the shower. Get rid of your jewels, kids, puff the marijuana flower. I made the same mistake and now I'm twisting up the sour, cause I wasn't cool with having trouble breathing every hour. 80 Bauer with the limited edition rap style. Haven't seen it in a while, now I'm flowing like the Nile. Every time I take a step, it's like I moved a mile. It's the revival of the real rap trappers are in denial. Libs.
So yeah, like I said, that's like super fire. That's literally 3 years old.
Yo, that's fire. I want a full version
That's
of that, dude. That's heat.
I'll say that's probably about as full of a version as you'll get. Unless I do another one, but
I was gonna say, you don't think another remix is in order?
well, funny enough, I did actually looking at it, I did Seat Down Low from Lil Wayne. But
Really?
originally a TI track, but yeah, I fucking
right.
I hit that. I dropped that about a month ago. Fucking, if you want to hear some shit though, this one's quite a bop.
Send it.
I'll say you'll fuck with this one. Let me know in the chat if you fuck with this one when you hear it.
Pop on the beat, I make it slap. Outshining these rappers who think they can rap. Clearly a gap in the skills and no cap. Spanking the game, put it over my lap. Been trying to put my city on the map. Been sleeping on me, wake up from my nap. Latinos, I'm killing the game with a snap. And I'm doing it all on my phone with an app. Let's run it back. Hop on the beat like I'm jumping. I'm picking the flows that they dumping and mixing it up till it turns into something. I feel like a god making life out of nothing. I feel like I'm budding. The podcast shit has been buzzing. Surprised I'm not banned for the cussing. Surprised I'm not banned from the family reunion for fucking up you and our cousin. Bitch, I'm a goat. Bitch, I'm a boss. Whipping the beef cause I got the sauce. Don't care if you family, don't call that a loss. Colder than Jackson, watch out for the frost. Features are going up, look for the cost. Time to pay up if you really that floss. Play that again if you really that lost. I'm the guy even Jesus wouldn't cross. She make it clap, she make it wiggle. She blew off her head with her mouth on my pistol. Pulled up on the X and he's making me giggle because he ain't popping, it's more like a fizzle. I'm bringing heat, I make it sizzle. Go hit up the IG, it's Libsey official. I'm blowing up shows like a nuclear missile. Waiting for labels to need my initial, bitch. Son of my name on the dotted. I'm sicker than COVID and rappers who got it. You selling your CD and nobody bought it. You're selling your soul and the devil don't want it. I'll head out to Houston, go off like a rocket. I'm green in the paint, shooting threes from the pocket. The ball's in your court and I need you to drop it so I can run off with the win like I robbed it. Homie, I'm toxic. But the way that I'm spitting this venom, you know that I'll let there be carnage. I'm mocking you down as a target. The homie can't hit you no matter the yardage. I'm starting to harness a reason to think that these rappers are really just garbage. Spitting their rhymes and they're making their money and none of them even attempt to pay homage. Wait, I'm starting to sharpen my tools for the garden. I still want my flowers was no bargain, no pardon. If anyone wanna get stupid, I'm going 300 like spotting. I'm sparking a blunt with your people decided the way that I rap, boy, I'm causing a riot. These rappers so full of their bullshit, starting to think they need to go pick up a diet. Might even try it, cause I'm shitting on everyone, treating their bars like a toilet. The hardest contender who ain't a pretender. I'll heat up the game like I'm trying to boil it, trying to foil it. Y'all need to check your reality, living in fantasy happily. Blasphemy saying you thinking you better than me because bitch, I'm the best in the galaxy.
So would you believe I sent that in for a contest and I didn't win?
Yeah, because they don't know good music, but
bro, that yeah,
that's
I
hard.
fucking yeah, I went bananas on that fucking track. Oh my god, I honestly forgot about that track for a little bit until I had just seen it, and that might have to go back into regular rotation. That honestly, I snapped on that.
That's hard. That's definitely one I could see like the right energy. That's gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. I see. Performing is one of my favorite things to do. Like, I know you just had your first show last night, so like, I just want you to be ready to like just bring fucking energy, bro, because it's so fun.
Yeah,
Getting the like, especially like crowd reactions and getting like, especially like a song like that. If I was to do that, I honestly probably couldn't do something like that live because of how repetitive and like the breathing that goes into that, I wouldn't be able to fucking
yeah.
that I've done faster songs live and they kill me afterwards. Like, it's so tough to do the rest of my set. You know what I mean?
Noticing while performing last night that like the songs where like I'm definitely doing intricate flow. Know that I had to do multiple put-ins. Like that was a struggle.
Oh yeah, it definitely gets tough. That's why like I've kind of switched over to like a slower like boom bap-ish. Not I wouldn't even say fully boom bap either. Like, I've just kind of slowed down my tempo a little bit. I don't really rap too fast anymore, especially live. Like, if I'm doing a track like here in the studio, I don't care how fast I'll rap. I'll still rap fast. But like doing shit live, I won't really do fast stuff live anymore, just because of how crazy the breathing has to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
right.
and some of my shit, the flows are fucking so intricate, and like the bars are like, brrr, it's like I can't. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck that.
Definitely.
now, yeah, I was gonna say I used to have like a 5 songs. Like, I used to usually do about 5 songs, and the third song would be the fast one. And then like by the time I would do the other 2, I'd be so out of breath because I put all my energy into that fast one. But it didn't make sense to have the fast one at the end. It just didn't flow right with the rest of the set. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Didn't feel right.
Exactly. So now I just don't even fucking do fast songs live anymore. Fuck that. It just saves me a lot of energy.
See from last night why.
Yeah, it's and especially with me too, because like I'm moving the fuck around back and forth, like wherever my performance area is that I'm allowed to go, like I'm fucking all over the place. I did a show out in Providence a couple weeks ago, and I was on the stage at first, and then by like the second or third song, I was out on the floor, off the stage, in the crowd with everybody and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, like it's just like certain shows, like if there was a lot more people, like if there was at least like 100 people there, I probably would have stayed on the stage. But like there was like a lot less than that. I think it was like maybe like 20, 30 people. But it was still chill though. It was still chill though. Hopped into the fucking crowd and just vibed out with everybody. Everybody was digging it. So yeah, no, definitely. If that's one thing I can definitely give you as like advice, you know, definitely work on breathing and definitely work on energy. Like I didn't see any of the performance footage, so like I only saw like a quick clip here and there on Instagram. So like I'm not saying anything judging based off of what you did last night. I'm just going off.
No, it's funny. I can see Goliath at our boy Austin for having energy Nah, man, he was going crazy. He was hopping and running around all over the. Kind of nervous for us being our first performance, but like for some reason he just started going with it. That's what you got to do, I suppose.
Exactly. And I see Goliath right now. He was like, that's actually mad helpful. Fucking, I've been performing for at least 10 years now. If not, I'm really fucking close to 10 years. So I've definitely been on the stage a long time. I've definitely done a lot of shows. I've opened up for Montana 300. I've opened up for Bazaar from D12. You know what I mean? Like I've done big shows. So I understand what's asked of on the stage. I understand what's needed in certain shows. You know what I mean? So anytime I can help, I'm always down to help.
I appreciate it always.
But other than that, man, we've been on the show for like 3 hours. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to before we head off?
I guess definitely shout out Goliath and Ollie V. We're gonna have more shows coming, and I hope you boys are ready for it. Shout out my boy Tanner. Shout out Ace of Spades. That's actually my cousin. Took me a minute to realize that. I was shout out anybody else who came and watched, and also shout out to Libsey for having me on.
Absolutely. Hopefully, the next time I have you on, we can have Goliath on as well. Fucking this way here, we can all have a chit chat. He does have a big comment here, real quick. I typically have a faster flow. I've calmed down a lot recently, though, but we played some of my non-stop verses yesterday, and that shit killed me. I got too nervous while doing it and forgot a few. So, I understand. Real quick, before we go, I totally fucking understand the forgetting the bars. My first show that I mentioned earlier, that it was like all fucking gray hairs and shit like that, I forgot. I did like a 9-song set. I had 9 fucking songs on my set as if I was the fucking headliner. And I forgot 5 out of the 9. And I had been practicing the songs the whole way up there. And I forgot 9. I forgot 5 out of the 9. You know what I mean? So I was definitely it definitely happens. And even now, there's been even other shows. It hasn't happened too often recently, but like, in the past couple of years, there's been shows where I completely forget my bars. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just go to the next song. You know what I mean? It happens. So don't ever, take it hard. You know what I mean? Don't ever beat yourself up over the fact that you forgot some bars. It happens to the best of us. I'm sure you can find YouTube videos of big mainstream artists that have forgotten their lyrics. You know what I mean? I used to have somebody on Whooshie Gang that is no longer a part of Whooshie Gang because, personal reasons. But one of my big things was they would get too high and forget their lyrics and then just be like, "Nah, I'm not performing." What do you mean you're not performing? I got you the spot on the show.
That's crazy.
So like but like in that instance, whatever. But like I said, forgetting lyrics, it happens to the best of us. Don't ever beat yourself up. Just make sure you're always practicing. I personally don't listen to my own music so I don't get bored of it. Because I used to listen to my shit all the time and I would get super fucking bored. You know what I mean? Like I would go to like perform the song and I would know it by heart because I'd hear it all the time. So I wouldn't put mad energy into it because I'd be so fucking bored with the song. Like I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, practice, because knowing the music helps out so much more. So that way, God forbid the DJ's fucking music stops. Like God forbid something happens. You can keep rapping and you can the crowd goes crazy for that shit when the DJ's music cuts out and fucking you're still rapping and you're still going along with the song and you fucking put mad energy into it, bro, the crowd goes fucking crazy. Yo, oh my god, I can't. I could talk about it all day, dude. Like I love performing, but I do want to thank you for hopping on. I know we were supposed to be on last night, but I'm glad we were able to link up tonight.
As well.
Anytime you want to hop on the show, feel free to hit me up. I'm booked all the way to April, but anytime after that, if you want to set something up, just hit me up. I'll fucking pop on for a special episode. But I wish you much luck in any shows you get coming up.
Thank you.
Like I hope you keep getting booked for dope shows, dude.
And for having me on, bro. It was really, really good being on and talking and getting some insight on things.
Absolutely, dude. Anytime. What was that?
I said it was good getting in.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, fucking anytime you want to hit me up, fucking ask a question or something, by all means, dude. My inbox is always open. My Instagram notifications are fucking weird though, and I have to like open the app in order to actually get the message. So I may not respond immediately, but I'll answer. But with that, everybody that tuned in tonight, thank you guys for sticking around, watching the show. Omen, thank you very much for being on the show. I'm gonna do the little outro video, and everybody have a wonderful night. Peace.
This arc is for the villain who stays hiding the feeling that there ain't a local rapper on the level that he's killing. Rolls another blunt to get high as the ceiling. It's been top shelf since the government started dealing. This arc is for the villain who stays hiding the feeling that there ain't a local rapper on the level that he's killing. Rolls another blunt to get high as the ceiling. It's been top shelf since the government started dealing.
Oh shit, I left the fucking cameras on. Oh, bye guys.